various computer windows were having some issue. But I think we're all good. I think we are live. I think it is all working. Everyone, how is it going? I hope you are all having a wonderful Sunday. It's a surprisingly lovely Sunday here in England. It is that time of week again where we will be going racing on GTA 5, and there was some silliness along the way as well. We've got a little bit of a 90s theme in the car park, slightly. Got my Hammer. I think it's Shadow with the 300ZX. Danger Man's got the Mustang. Longbow with an RX-7. Yeah, we will have racing. We will have some of the random events. We will have some silly tracks, of course. Bumpy's turned up in a very, very pink car. For once, this is one of the incredibly rare times where I have a car that isn't orange. It's a very nice car. The Hammer is very quickly becoming my favourite car. It's not quite the Hammer, but I'm going to call it that. It's very quickly becoming my favourite car in GTA. It's awesome. So, yeah. Now, if you would like to take part today, it's going to be a little bit different because Ewan's not here, because Ewan's at touring cars. I don't know if he was going to set up later on, but yeah, we're going to have to load up a race. Unfortunately, while we can do slight car shows for a little bit, we sadly can't get people into the free roam session for GTA reasons. I don't know what this is. I don't remember this track. Sure, why not? Let's go and load this up. This is when I've loaded up a really derpy, silly track. It could be. I don't know. I mean, Level 8 has built many wonderful tracks for us. Looks like a straightforward enough track. Okay, so... Oh, wait, is that going to crash my game? No. Okay, good news. Right. If you would like to take part this evening, you are not going to be messaging Ewan, as Ewan isn't here. You will need to send a message to either Longbow, whose game tag is at the bottom, or Chris, who is currently not connected yet. Those are the people to message, and they will try and get you connected as best as possible. We do have GTA-related issues, but yeah, we will try and get folks connected as best as we can. So yeah, it is Longbow, or well, when Chris hopefully gets connected, they will be the ones that... there we go. The two at the bottom of the list. They will try and get you connected for this one. Hendog, thank you for the bits. So you have fixed Guardians of the Motorway. Now your next challenge, if you choose to accept it, is to update the British are coming, a police-involved race across the military base. Did I make that one? That was the title of the video. I don't think I made that. Maybe I did. I don't remember. Possibly. I remember titling a video that. I don't think I made it. I think Reese made that one. I could be wrong, though. Who knows? I made something. I did make some of the early stuff. But I did... You will see another one of my creations. There'll be a video coming out this week, probably. You'll see another one of my creations. I did spend a day on the creator, and I didn't like it. But, yeah, that was something. That was something. Drake takes a bit saying, you know what I asked yesterday? Well, Guardians of the Motorway is my request again. Guardians of the Motorway is going to make an appearance. Alright, it'll make an appearance today. Not yet. Not yet. Give God thanks the bits. Also requesting Guardians of the Motorway. It'll happen. Chimera, thank you for the donation. I say, even Alex, your favourite resident backmarker turned 26 back on the 3rd. Ah, well, a happy birthday. A bit delayed, but a happy birthday to you on that one. So I was hoping to request the track Cauliflower Cotton Candy with a big vehicle, either mule or June, please. Also, what did you call a Ford with no fuel? A Ford Siesta. Huh. You're getting a boo. You are getting a boo on that one from me and from chat, I am sure. But yes, we can go there. That circuit, I do remember that circuit well. That is the dangerous shortcut track where the shortcuts go through the petrol station. Hello, Cascas. I have a cat friend. Well, I did. He kind of wandered over to me and then wandered off again. So maybe he's less interested today. He's not going to headbutt my ankle as much. Keep going, faith bits. So I see we've both had Rockstar Creator pain lately. Yeah, the Rockstar Creator is a nightmare to work with. But I will say there's not much better out there. And this is the thing. We have kind of talked about this a little bit. I don't talk about it on stream, but the Rockstar Creator is a nightmare. It's fiddly, it's difficult. Bloody hell, my computer's really loud because I was watching YouTube beforehand. Yeah, the Rockstar, the Creator on GTA is fiddly, it is annoying, but then there isn't actually a better one out there. I think Alien Invader says, yeah, it's racetrack creation in games is very hard to do. Certainly on consoles. On PC, it's not so bad, but you've just got so many more tools, so much easier to deal with, so much easier to move around. Mouse and keyboard is just so much more usable. It is always going to be difficult on a console. So yeah, the GTA Creator drives me nuts. It is very annoying, and I don't deal with it very often. And I'm glad I don't deal with it very often. I have immense respect for a lot of the track builders, Level 8, Pwn, everyone who has built a vast number of tracks for us. It's incredibly difficult. It's such a faff. But yeah, the GTA Creator is probably the best we've got. The Horizon one is getting better. They're slowly figuring it out. Although, again, I don't have the patience for it. I really don't have the patience for that one myself, but it is getting there. We are still getting people connected, that's fine. Hendog, thank you for the bits. I almost forgot. Happy birthday, Brazen. Of course, every day is Brazen's birthday, so we always say happy birthday to Brazen. May the odds be ever in your favour for the Chris Splosion Award. And thanks for years of digital automotive chaos and entertainment. Oh, it's crazy. So, when I was updating Guardians of the Motorway, we talked about it. Well, we were talking about when we were sort of filming it and so on. I went back to look when the original was filmed, and the original was filmed in 2015. It is 9 years old, that circuit, and I remember building it. I remember it's scary that it's been 9 years since I built that, and that was by no means, of course, the first stuff I did on GTA. It's been a long time. It's been a long time indeed that we have been doing. I've been doing a lot of this stuff, so it is very. I say it's very cool. It is very cool. It's mad how the time is on. Also, we were talking about it. The 200-mile-an-hour train, a video I did on some GTA mods, is from like the same year. It's a few months later than Guardians of the Motorway, and that feels wrong. It feels like there is a big difference in time, but no, apparently the GTA mods were back in 2015 as well. It's madness. It's madness. Midnight, thank you very much for the donation, saying, when can we expect a Guardians of Purcell Hill / road track? Probably never. I mean, the Purcell Road is good fun. Like, Purcell Road is one of those that it made for a very good video through sheer coincidence and timing of where I was as the camera car and what was going on. It's one of those that'll probably never be repeated again, and it probably won't ever be seen. It certainly won't be running here. It's too many people. It would become impossible. But yeah, it was one of those that just... We've had a couple of times where videos where the stars align, and you get... The other one that springs to mind is the Eliminator thing we did on Forza Horizon. We did it, so this was Gliska's idea. It's based on a road trip adventure game mode. And the first time we went to film it, it worked amazing. It was brilliant. Really good fun game mode. And we've tried it a bunch of times before, and it was a bunch of times after. We've never got it working again. It's always been boring. It's either been too easy or way too hard, and yeah, sometimes you just get these videos that everything aligns for it to be perfect. Sunset J, thank you very much indeed for the super chat, saying, "Hey Alex, I love Lent and everything that you guys all get into with all your shenanigans. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. There's some autocorrect has gone on. But I wish I could join it, but I'm actually doing an engine swap on my 95 Jeep. So enjoy the stream and have a good time. Well, best of luck with the engine swap. Sounds like you are having much more of a challenging evening than me right there. So yeah, good luck. Hopefully the engine change goes well. And thank you very much for the super chat, for the support. You know, you can probably keep this on in the background while you're pulling your engine out or putting your engine in. I don't know, whichever way round. Things, however far you've got through with it. Give God thank you for the bits. So let's give me an idea for a track creator in Wreckfest 2. That would be possible. That would be possible. I don't know whether it's very likely, but it definitely could be. A bit like the motocross games, they had a track creator. That you could possibly do something a little bit more along those lines. Right, we're going to get started. Now, vehicles. I normally level 8 stuff is locked to cars. I'm expecting this one to be. If it is not locked to a certain vehicle, we will be using whatever vehicle is initially selected when you load in. Okay? Oh, make sure as well. I've got to remember this. Make sure that... Okay, custom vehicles are off anyway, because they've hidden the custom vehicles in a weird setting. It's very annoying. Right. Let us begin. Drake, think of the bits. Saying, I've just learnt the name of this race is in Norwegian. Apparently it translates into English as the Party of That Night. Possibly. Yeah, I mean, that could well be correct. We've got a racing Mustang, which works for me. MG, thank you very much for the bits. Saying, Alex, sorry in advance. I'm sure everything will be fine. Do not worry. I'm sure it will. I'm sure it'll all work out in the end. Right. Racing time. I do like the Dominator. I mean, it's a original game car, I think. I think the Pixar Dominator is an original game car. But let's see. I spy. Is that a UFO? I spy in turn 1. It's not very often. It's that you get to see a UFO landing. They're hoping for a very good race if they're parked here. Oh, it's a bit of a narrow turn 1. It is busy already. We are 3 wide into the next corner. We will run up the hill, get in the draft of the cars ahead. I think I do remember this circuit vaguely. Oh, long ways on the inside. There is a much bigger crash ahead of us. A lot of cars have gone flying everywhere. Yeah, no, I do remember this circuit. Bumpy has joined us this evening. Bumpy is up in second at the moment. Not sure who has ran away at the front. Oh, that section's fast. Christ. Oh, Bumpy's in the wall. We're visiting Bumpy. Hello. Danger Man has found a way past. I was unfortunately, this is quite a narrow circuit, I was unfortunately very committed to that corner, and when Bumpy had a spin, there was just nothing we could do about it. Childish has run away at the front. So this track, probably not going to be the most effective for catch-up. I don't think it's going to be useless for catch-up, but it will not be as effective. It's quite twisty, it's quite slow in places, and catch-up is most effective on long straights. If we don't fight each other into oblivion here over second, Danger Man almost clipped that. Got away with it, but he's going to lose a place to us through there. This part here is mostly flat, although you probably don't want to be going flat if you've got a slipstream tow, because I bet you're going to be going very quickly here. This section is dicey. Liam, going for a bit of a tighter line through there. I don't mind swinging out wide, I've just got to not hit the wall. So I was mostly on the line I wanted to be on, I just didn't want to end up as, as far, quite as far wide or as sideways as I was. Yeah, we are catching Childish at the moment. So Liam's gonna be in the fight by the end of this lap. I might join them by the end of next. Depends on how much they slow each other down fighting this lap around. Danger Man will come with us. Oh, especially if I do that. My turn to clonk an inside wall. You've got to be really precise with the cars around here. Really, really precise with the cars around this circuit, because this is not a forgiving track in the slightest. Oh, I thought I was going to get clear of Danger Man on the way in there. That was... yeah, maybe shouldn't have done that. Maybe should not have done that. Should have been a little bit more patient. We will be... Well, I think focus on... I think it's focused on now trying to regain the ground on the leaders. We're going to have to work together with Danger Man here. We're going to have to, yeah, try and work together, leapfrog. Basically, it's going to be leapfrog down any straight you can. Swap places where you can without losing time. I shouldn't have gone for that dive. Well, not really a big dive, but I shouldn't have gone for that overtaking maneuver. God, I'm struggling with that corner. I keep wanting to turn in way too soon because it ended up slowing us both down and has dropped us a fair bit back from the cars ahead. I do like that section. I mean, I like this track because it's high speed and risky and challenging. I'm not sure it's the best. Not sure it's the best racetrack because it has just really spread everybody out. But I like driving it. Whoa! As far as circuits go, whoa! We're very sideways all the way through that set. I just cannot keep the back end of the car on the road. Now, as we leave the final corner, so unfortunately what me and Danger Man need to do is what Liam and Childish are doing up at the front, which is they're leapfrogging each other as well around a lap, and they're not battling, they're not slowing each other down. We're getting up to halfway distance now in the race, and we are still at a safe distance away from the lead pair. We've got a better slipstream out of there, so we will take the position. It was a little bit of a gamble. It was a little bit of a gamble going for a... I say that. We got such a good run out of that corner. I don't really mind. I don't really mind. Like, it was a reasonable attempt at a pass. Danger Man is now going to go through. We're going to have just a little lift, a little tap on the brakes through that one just to settle our car. Oh, didn't quite mean for that one. We were carrying a little bit more speed through there than Danger Man was. Yeah, we just cannot catch the leaders at the moment. Leaders have caught the back markers, which is, yeah, causing... I'm wondering whether I've got, like, catch-up or something turned off. Because, yeah, we really just cannot do anything about the leaders. Thank you very much to MG for keeping out of the way. Always very much appreciated. When the lap down cars stay out of the way, we will try and get ourselves up the hill. Yeah, as I said, this is a very, very technically demanding circuit around here and very easy to make mistakes, and I am, I say, struggling for pace. I have not got the pace of the leaders here, unfortunately. Oh, Childish has made a mistake. Now, that might actually help me, and it might hinder Liam a little bit, because Liam is now going to have lost their drafting partner. So I'm going to guess Childish slid wide and clonked the wall. That would be the expectation. That would be the easiest to explain outcome. Might have just lost the back end on the way in, or just overdriven the corner. Of course, we couldn't see, but it looked like Childish was ahead of the back marker, so I don't think there was contact or anything through there. Now, can we get into the slipstream? Childish is really pushing it. I mean, they were quick. I was slightly concerned by how fast they were through there compared to me, but it's because they were going to understeer into the run out of road, basically, on the exit of the corner. We are in the slipstream. It's our turn to go very sideways, although we do get it turned very nicely. You'll get away with a little bit of sliding through there. It's not the worst thing in the world if you do get a bit sideways there. Now comes the slipstream pull. I mean, this is where we can make up a good advantage on Childish. Danger Man has come to join in the fun. We're up to second. Danger Man is up to third. Carry speed into turn one. I see someone in chat saying about if it was raining here, and it would be terrifying because that section there would be super low grip. I'm pretty sure that's the low grip piece of track. Liam, I think, may have got caught up with back markers a little bit, not sure. Hopefully back markers will be aware that leaders are coming through. We are past, don't know about the cars behind. Liam is not too far in the distance here. Liam is getting past Bumpy now. I don't know about the cars behind me. I daren't look back. It's such an intense circuit, this one. Although, of course, the plus point for Liam is Liam will be getting some slipstream from these cars. There goes Danger Man. Danger Man is to the outside. We might have a grandstand final lap, you know. Oh, Childish. I don't think Danger Man knew Childish was going to the outside down there. That is unfortunate. That is very unfortunate indeed. Because, yeah, we have caught Liam at this point. I think Liam was trying to follow Bumpy to get some slipstream. Now the catch-up is starting to hurt Liam a little bit. And Bumpy into the wall. Stays out of the way. God damn it. I didn't think we made the tiniest bit of contact with Danger Man, and then I couldn't get off the throttle. Once the car decided it was turning across in front of me, I then couldn't avoid it. Oh, bugger. I do apologise to the man of danger on that one. That's the one place the car can go off the track, and we managed to fire Danger Man into that one very, very narrow spot. Yeah. That is the letter of contact. That is your old school GTA bloody, I say, collision physics. Well, we have murdered a Danger Man. Oh, and I've murdered myself on the wall. I think that's probably given Liam, the second time I've hit that one, it's probably given Liam the victory, barring any untoward through here, because I'm going to be too far back for slipstream now. Unless Liam makes a mistake in the final section, then there is probably not going to be much of a... I say not much of a chance. Nah, we got there. We got there, and then we hit the inside wall at the important point of the race, and that is the end of that. And Liam has got now slipstream off of a car anyway. I mean, probably much more deserved for Liam than it was for me in that one. That is a tough circuit. That is a tough, tough circuit indeed. Liam will take victory. We will take a second place. But yeah, that is a tough track. That is a really tough track to go racing around. Let's go fastest lap of the race, 51. Although pretty close. But that's the difficulty, is that the laps for cars even being affected by catch-up. This is just not a big enough difference, really. But yeah, there we go. This track's quite old, I think. I do remember it, but we haven't driven it for a very long time. Yeah, it does get quite spread out, this one. It is a bit of a... It's a challenge. It is a challenge, and a different sort of challenge. Sunset J, thank you very much for the super chat, saying autocorrect is incredible. Meant to say everyone. Yeah, I knew, I could tell it was an autocorrect. Oh, I love autocorrect. It does. It does some very silly things. Don't even know how it got those two confused, but never mind. Creating Art, thank you very much for the super chat, saying nominator. There we go. That's the important thing, of course. To give the car its full name, it is the nominator. That is its proper name. I haven't called it that for ages, actually. It's been a while. So yeah, we will bring it back. We will bring it back. Yeah, I do apologise, Danger Man. No, that was not what I was going for. I didn't even think I was going to make contact with the back of the car at that point. Because yeah, the last thing I wanted to do was that one. Which yeah, it's a shame. It is unfortunate. It's a fun race. A fun race on the most part. It is going to be a more spread out race, I think. Where did I get to? Most dangerous road. Thank you very much for the donation, saying Purcell Road could do with a couple more checkpoints. Not loads, but where they are now seems a bit too mean if you fall or get pushed into the ravine. Well, I mean, it is supposed to be challenging, but there's actually another reason as well that you have to kind of contend with, and that is because it is a transform race and it's going down the same route. You can't place checkpoints close together with each other, so they have to be spread out. And because you keep going up and down the same route, you've got to try and use the spaces along the road carefully. So there is actually a limit to the number of checkpoints. I mean, it also is supposed to be encouraging you to drive carefully. Now, it wouldn't work for 30 people, for example. Because you're 26, because it would just be a nightmare. But yeah, there are two reasons why it's the way it is. Partly limitations of what the game creator will let you do, and partly to be challenging, basically. Shady Brady, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, when does Friday come before Thursday in the dictionary? I'm just going to give you a boo. You're just deserving of a boo at this point. You get a boo from me, and you will get a boo from chat. So there we go. Paul, thank you for the bits. I say, okay, where do they keep the grenades? What, the grenades are now sticky. What game is this? Hi, Alex, Mad Cats, and viewers. I have no Mad Cats at the moment. Well, Cass turned up very briefly. I can just see the back half of Cass, who is sat at the top of the stairs, looking down the stairs, and I believe the other two are in the cat room downstairs. Probably. Anyway, we will see. K Boyer, thank you very much for the donation. So I know Guardians will be making a return today, but is it possible to have a round on Highway Glitch Fest? It is possible to have a round on Highway Glitch Fest. We can definitely have a try there at some point. Right, it is time for... Okay, it's time for some racing with 0 countdown. I guess some people, I think Javi might have got a countdown, so I think that's who hit the back of me. But yeah, I like it when GTA just doesn't give you a countdown, makes it very difficult. Well, the usual suspects from race 1 have ended up starting quite nicely in this one. We have Childish, Dangerman, Liam and me. Longbow does lead the way in this. If us lot can make a break for it, that would be very helpful. Dangerman and Liam going side by side on the first lap. I've got a really good run here. We might be able to steal a pass on Liam, and we make it work through their difficult spot to pass. I've got a lot of speed, but Liam is going to fight back. All my momentum got sort of blocked in. Now, this has got more rear-end grip than the Dominator, so that corner there is probably less of a problem section. We are side by side. It is 2 by 2 through the latter half of this lap. Oh, we get a kick of oversteer as he bounces over the curb, but it's fine. Now there's going to be the big slipstream train of cars behind Longbow. We're trying to go with the 2 red machines. Liam is going to go to the inside. I know there is a car there somewhere. I just don't quite know whereabouts it is. We've all come out the other side in one piece. This thing feels... I don't think it's as fast as the Dominator, but it feels a lot grippier. Back end feels a lot nicer on this one. It's still able to get upset if you really send it over a curb. We've got a good run. Again, we've got a good run up this hill, but probably didn't need to have a break there. I wasn't sure where the red car was going. I'm not actually sure which red car is which at the moment. I think Dangerman leads from Childish. But yeah, we will slow it down for this fiddly final section. And it is all going to come down to... I mean, all 5 of us are basically in a line at the moment. And it is just going to be this big slipstream pull. Now, Childish got slightly out of position. Now it's our turn to have a go. There, Longbow's just fallen back a little bit. Battling away with Cora there. Into turn 1. Oh, Dangerman's got it wrong. I've had to bail slightly from where I wanted to go because Liam got put sideways in front of us. Yeah, 3 wide into turn 1. I mean, I was backing out of it anyway, which was the right move to do. Childish has then ran wide coming up the hill. Dangerman's had to get off the throttle to avoid, and I've got nowhere to go, despite having got that corner perfectly. Be careful of the bush, that will screw up your day. Got a lot of momentum again, but it's you can get 2 wide around here, but you can't get more than 2 wide around here, basically. We have battled alongside the red machine, but not made it work. So we've just fallen into line. My goal now is get a good run off the top of the course, and hopefully stick in the draft. There we go. That'll be a nice slipstream pull all the way down towards the first corner. I don't know whether they moved across on us slightly, whether they realised we were up on the outside. It's not the end of the world. We lose what should have been a nice... Oh, Cora's done what I was doing in the last race. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I know I won't be the only one that did it in the first race, but yeah, there is that. They are battling away. Apologies, Longbow. I moved over a bit on Longbow there. Didn't realise there was another car on the outside. I thought it was only dealing with Childish at that point. The difficulty is you've got an intricate circuit. You don't actually have a lot of time to look back as you are going through this section. So sometimes you move across without really realising. A lot of what I'm doing in terms of where the cars are behind me is I'm essentially guessworking where they are based on when I last saw them, what angle they're likely to be at, and all of that kind of thing. And I mean, that is just guessworking at this point, you know. It is just guesswork. We will come flying past. Childish is going to have a go to the inside. Gliska and Danger Man are further back. Oh, Gliska wanted to have a try to the inside. There was space, but yeah. See, I want to take a big sweeping line into turn 1. The problem with it is you're just inviting cars to have a dive. Gliska's going to have a look at the inside here. Oh, we clocked the wall, and well, that is you go too wide through there. It's not really an overtaking spot at that point. Yeah. I'm not really keen on going too wide into that corner, and that's the outcome is if it goes a little bit wrong. We just ever so slightly brushed the wall. Yeah, it's a difficult spot. I feel like that spot's you're better just getting a good exit and going for a pass outrun into the next corner. We've got slipstream from Longbow, but that's actually a problem because it's put us in a bit of an awkward spot battling with Liam because we didn't really be able to get any slipstream from Liam. I don't really want to be on the outside through here, so we will just have a little bit of a lift mid-corner there and hopefully get the slipstream on the exit, which we do. Now, what can we do? We'll take through here. Liam's clonked the wall in front of me. We got a big kick of oversteer through all of that. I mean, I do want to get past, but we're not going to have the momentum. We could have put the nose there, but it was always going to end in a problem. So better to live to fight another day. Both of us got really bounced this lap around. Liam crossed up slightly, left the door open. We had a go. Thought we might be able to get past there, but not quite. Now, can we... Guys, see what that corner there is super risky. You kind of want to run as close to the wall as you can, but someone's definitely hit that or will hit that before the end of the race. Because more, like every lap, but more and more times you're going to want to be getting closer and closer to that wall. The straighter you can take that corner, the faster you're going to be taking that corner. So you are kind of God damn it. I don't know why I cannot do that corner. Don't know why my brain really struggles with that one. Oh, and I got the rear end all crossed up. Longbow is going to outrun us again. Oh, this lap's gone terribly for me. We were having a decent time of it, and yeah, that same corner is the one that we keep managing to mess up. Longbow's got very sideways down here. We are to the outside, which is always a difficult manoeuvre to try and make work. We are probably better off sitting in line, get the slipstream out of here if we can, and there we go. We will get a big slingshot past Longbow. That works out nicely for us. We're going to get a big slingshot towards Liam and Gibgob. We might even get the pair of them because we're carrying crazy momentum into the first corner. Gibgob's all crossed up through there. That's a very big slidey moment for the white car, and we make it work. We had so much momentum going on down there that very much helped us. Big moment through that corner again for me, trying to get maximum speed through it. Like I said at the start of this race, this car quite grippy, and the more and more we're pushing it, the more we are finding places to get some big oversteery moments. It is close still at the front. I presume it's still Childish versus Danger Man. We've got locked in this battle for third that might hopefully, if we can sort it out momentarily, yeah, we are getting closer this time around. We've had a better lap. We've been a little bit more organised. We get a great shot off the corner. Longbow is going to have a huge draft down towards turn 1. I think not quite close enough. This is going to become a big battle for the lead of the race here. It's going to become a very big battle. There is also a good chance of a slipstream run to the line on the final lap, but we'll have to wait and see how that all pans out. The two red cars got in trouble going up the hill this time around. I get it right, but not going to have... We get it right, we get closer, but I didn't have enough momentum to actually get alongside, so it's better off just to fall into line. Liam is going to follow down here, but it's not quite going to be close enough to do anything. Likewise, we aren't close enough to the cars ahead. Childish, little wide on the exit, not the end of the world. Don't know how many laps we've got left, have not been paying attention. It's been manic, it's been busy. We have got a slipstream. Thank you very much to Chimera for getting out the way. in all of this one? God, we got no slipstream coming off there. It is now the final lap of the race. Slipstream's coming way too late. Oh, well, we got shoved forward by Longbow. I say slipstream's coming way too late for us through all of this. But, and we got a tag from behind. Yeah, I mean, we're just trying to get stopped, and Childish went a little bit too deep on the brakes. And all it took was that little nudge on the back of my car. Childish has got over big time. That's us out. I mean, we ran a little bit wide trying to carry speed up there. Unless there is a crash for the lead group, there is not a particularly good chance of us managing to catch. Thank you very much to another car. I think that was Don't Mind who stayed out of the way. Much appreciated. We have got a couple of corners to go. Yeah, that was unfortunate. Oh, there has been a big crash. Dangerman and Longbow did make a mistake out of the final corner. We might get ourselves promoted up to 4. I don't know whether they hit the outside wall. Didn't see. Liam claims victory. It's 2 for 2 for Liam. Oh. Bloody hell. Yeah, Liam take victory. Gibgob second. Longbow third. We would end up fourth. Yeah, a bit scruffy. Unfortunate final lap between... So me and Charlie's got a little bit unlucky. Dangerman and Longbow and also didn't really see what happened out of the final corner. But yeah, the top 6 did kind of did vanish away a little bit. We had a little bit coming together with Gliska. Cora was there for a little bit at the start, fell down to 8th, had a Chris, and Adam would round out the top 10. It was that is a tough track. As a tough track, it's very difficult to pass on. It's a very difficult track to pass on. It's a different one. They said, haven't driven that track for a long time. Haven't seen that track for a while. So it's fun to go back to some different ones. Celtic, thank you very much for the super chat. Saying, the inventor of the hay baler must have made a bundle. You're definitely going to get a boo. Oh, you're definitely going to get a boo from me, and I am sure you will also from chat. Kansas Beals, thank you very much for the resubscription for the 42nd month. A big Rollcast salute to you from chat. Saying words of wisdom. Race car backwards is race car. Race car upside down is expensive. I like it. That sounds like a very FailRace-y saying. If ever I heard one. That sounds like a very FailRace-y saying. Cora, thank you for the bits. So another track, another car. I love both together and threw away 8th on the last lap. I presume that was from the first race, seeing as you did end up 8th in the second one. Yeah, it was a fun track. It was a fun track, for sure. Challenging, but fun. Lado, thank you for the bits. Saying, can you make the next race a wet race? I fancy a challenge. I'm watching sat next to a Rottweiler. Yeah, well, fair enough. If we can make the next race a wet race, we can do that. But not all of the races, unfortunately, allow you to. Depends on what sort of settings there are. But we could definitely have a race. Or we could, if I have a track that allows me to specifically set a wet race, then we absolutely can do that. However, our next race is going to, well. Our next race won't matter too much what the weather is doing. I don't know. I guess maybe it might make a little bit of a difference. Potentially. This is a wonderfully derpy track. It's, yeah, well, challenging, dangerous circuit, I feel. Don't know whether it'll let me set this to rain or not. If it does let me set it to rain, then probably even worse. No, it doesn't look like I have settings for it, unfortunately. Right, now I am also unable to invite people from last job because it's liable to crashing my game, which is never fun. So yeah, it will take a second. Now, if you do want to take part this evening, there are a couple of spaces left. You need to send a message to either Longbow or Chris. Chris is the only one in the game currently, alongside where we have highlighted. And yeah, send a message to them on Xbox. You will need the enhanced version of the game to take part. in this one. And in your message, include a fact about Lado's favourite racing driver, Gianni Morbidelli. So there you go. We need some more Morbidelli facts, or Chris and Longbow need some more Morbidelli facts. There we go. Longbow is now just getting connected. Seems like a good idea. Where should I get to reading? Hendog, thank you for the bits. Saying, when is someone's answer to a question right but also wrong? When it's left. You're going to get a boo from me, and hopefully from chat. You're deserving of it. Pengy, thank you for the bits. Saying, the track looks awesome at night. 5 stars. It is a very cool. I think that track was partly built, or was built to be a night race, if you like. I think it was one of the level 8 circuits that was built to make the most of the night time. So yeah, it's a very, very good looking circuit. Very cool. Paul, thank you for the bits. Saying, weird car fact for you. Outside of Japan, it is known as the Isuzu Rodeo, but in Japan it was known as the Isuzu Mystery Utility Wizard. I feel like it wouldn't sell. However, the Mystery Utility Wizard is far cooler than anything else. I don't want the rodeo, but I do want a mysterious utility wizard. It's such a good name. There were some really funky named cars, though. There are some really funky named cars. So yeah, that is. I can't say I heard of that one before, but that is cool. It's like that, what is it, the Funky Cat. I don't know if it was BYD. I just remember the Funky Cat. Which they changed the name of, which is really sad. I really liked the Funky Cat. The Funky Cat was cool. Oh, my game crashed. What is going on? I can't... Oh. Something weird is happening. Okay, now I've got back. Now I've got some control back. What is going on? Flicked, thank you very much for the resubscription for the 78th month. A very big rolled car salute to you from chat. Yeah, thank you so much for the continued support. That is an awful lot of months. That is a huge amount of months. So thank you very much indeed. Pengy, thank you for the bits. Saying, many cheers to level 8 for this track. A tough technical track, but very good. It was a great track. Cora, thank you for the bits. Saying, I can see the battle for third for the whole of race 2, but never quite got there. It does happen. I've been in that position before. Chris might have got disconnected, possibly being in the menus. Right, we will get started. We will get Chris back in. Right, sorry, we've got some super chats. I will read the super chats after this race. So, we are going to go racing around here. Now, I don't think this is locked to cars. I don't remember, though. Nothing it is, maybe? Again, right, okay. I don't know if it is... Oh, turn that off. Definitely want that. I can't turn traffic on, sorry. And people would hate me, but I also can't put it on regardless. But, yeah, I think this is locked to cars. Again, if it isn't locked to cars, then make sure... Or if it isn't locked to a specific vehicle, we will use whatever vehicle we spawn in. Okay? Whatever vehicle you load in when you initially go into it. Alright? I think it's locked, but if it isn't, we will... just drive whatever we go. That's where the traffic is, but I can't change it. So, yeah. 4 laps. We'll go 5 with the sports cars because they'll be a bit faster around here. Andre, thank you very much for the super chat saying, could you do a dirt track next, please? If we have one, we don't have too many full dirt circuits around the place. Don't know what ones we have got. I can have a look though. As we go through. Hound, thank you very much for the super chat. Saying, any transform races tonight? There will be the random racing that will come up at some point. Oh, okay, it's locked to a small selection of cars. Okay, I'm going to drive a 10F. Yeah, there is the random races. They will be coming up at some point, which is always something fun to look forward to. There's always some sort of shenanigans from those. I find they're more... Well, I mean, the Transform races are entertaining as well, do not get me wrong. But I do like the random races, just for the silliness that comes up. And when it's not me getting screwed over with a yacht. I tend to get screwed over with the aeroplanes, or I tend to crash the aeroplanes, to be fair. Oh, we get a proper countdown this time. That's nice. We are off, and we are underway. Now, this has got ghost mode for the first checkpoint, but it won't matter after that. Now, important things to note about this circuit, if you haven't driven this one before, is, on the face of it, it's a fairly normal track. However, there are 3 potential shortcuts. Well, there's also a nasty chicane at the start that tends to catch people out, but there are 3 potential shortcuts. And, well, the shortcuts go through a petrol station. Oh, Bumpy got a tag, and Bumpy's tag ended up spinning me. Midnight did incredibly well not to have a worse accident through there. Bloody hell. Midnight did a hell of a job to not make that one worse. Me and Danger Man are taking the really fast racing line through that section. Oh, and Chimera's gone into the petrol station. Someone was going to do it. And there you have it. So, the breakaway group at the front. It does tend to happen, largely because there's an explosion or something goes, oh, we're going to run a little bit wide. That's okay. We will clonk the curb. Now, we are on the inside. I don't know if... Yeah. Basically, if you're on the inside there, you are going to force the car on the outside to go through the normal route, because they just won't be able to turn in, because they won't know. I'm going to get Shadows driven into a petrol station at some point, or at that second one. Now, the third one is a little more straightforward, although it is one of the faster entry ones here. I say it's a little bit more straightforward. They never are straightforward. It is high speed through that section, and we are out the other side. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Well, we are fine. That's the important thing. Oy, the back end wants to dance around. Thankfully, does not. We're making a little bit of a breakaway now. Catch-up is quite effective around this circuit. It's got a lot of very long straights, so it's unsurprising that catch-up is pretty effective. We're going to have a car to the outside. Pros avoids the Armco barrier. Liam has turned up. Adam is going to send it around the outside at turn 1. You can do that here. Difficult one to pull off. Oh, try to get alongside. Just mistimed it. A little bit of contact. Caused issues. Oh, Danger Man is exiting stage up. I think Danger Man's actually got away with that quite very well. Considering where Danger Man was going, that's a surprisingly good recovery from all of that. That was high-speed chicane in a lot of cars going into it. Now, I have to make a choice here, because the racing line I want to take, it is a little vulnerable. Now, I think Liam's going to follow us here. This line, the one... Oh, curb. Big oversteer moment on the curb. Liam gave us a big shove with that one. So, the downside, the big swing line across the track that I took there, the big downside to that line is if someone isn't going into the petrol station and doesn't go out wide there, they can just T-bone into the side of you because they want to go straight on at that point. So you've got to be careful. You've got to keep an eye on other cars around you. Oh, by the looks of it, Liam just got picked up by Danger Man. No one else risked the petrol station that time around. They all let me go through there, although they were scrapping amongst themselves. So that probably made their decision. Like, sometimes it's just... It is better to be safe. If you aren't sure if you can make it into the petrol station cleanly, don't do it. The time lost from exploding is so much more than the time lost... Oh, yeah, I'm not... It's like there. That is a perfect example of... I didn't know where the car was going to the inside, so I just bailed out of it because I don't want to go side by side into there. There is been a big explosion further back that has killed 3. Longbow, Don't Mind, and Midnight all gone. It was just better. Just much better to play it safe there. Now, we'll get a big slipstream here on the exit. Danger Man's got a big slipstream on the leader, though, and it is sort of single file through this chicane. You can overtake, but it's really dicey. We've then got a decent run through the secondary phase of that into that section. We're going to swing past Danger Man with a lot of speed. Nice clean pass into the chicane. Adam's going to come with us. Will not make the hairpin though. That's way too deep into the hairpin. We are through. So there's a 6-car group at the front. Valentine and Childish are at the back of it. Actually, see well. The Childish is a little bit further back actually. The gaps maybe were slightly lying. Oh no, that's gone wrong through there. We are going to sit up over the curb. Now, is everybody going to take this route? Adam's taking a bit of a funky line. Oh, yeah, Adams did not get the line into that one, how they were expecting. Valentine's exploded. So yeah, Adam got it a little bit crossed up, trying to get into there, and we were not crossed up, but it's worked out in the end. Danger Man did the wise thing, actually, realised there was going to be cars. Basically, Danger Man did exactly what I did at the petrol station the previous lap, where it was oh crap, there's a car on the inside, I'm not going to fight it at this point, I'm just going to bide my time. And here, this is another example. Me and Danger Man are busy scrapping on the outside. There's no way we're getting through the petrol station when there are cars to the inside, so yeah, we'll just play it safe. It is 2x2 down here towards the chicane. Liam is making it. Oh, that's very brave. Pros, yeah, you don't go 3 wide into that corner. You certainly don't go 4 wide. Pros did the wise thing, backed out of it. We are going into the petrol station. And the other thing with the petrol station line is you are also relying on the cars around you not making a mistake. Because if one, like me and Liam went through there, oh, Liam has got into the hay bale. If Liam had hit the petrol pump, it would have killed me, or if it probably killed me and Adam as well, and possibly even Pros. So yeah, you are relying on the other cars making it through in one piece. It's a big risk. It is a huge risk going through the petrol pumps, but they are faster. So that's what makes this track exciting. It's been relatively explosion-free, and I say that as a relative explosion-free run. There have been some, but we've seen worse, and it will get worse for the next race. We have rejoined the lead group. Gone so fast there. Really struggled to pull that one up in time. Thankfully, I think Pros was already going for a cutback anyway, so it didn't matter too much that I went skating through there. We were going so fast in the braking zone that I braked what I thought was early. There's still no hope of stopping. We will clonk the curb through there. Now, as the leader, what are the cars behind me going to do? We're going to go swing out over here. Everyone is following me. That's fine. That works for me. Mind the tree. Childish ran just a little bit wider through there than I did, but it wasn't dangerously wide. It wasn't too close to the petrol pump. So yeah, I mean, that works if everybody... Oh, Danger Man's gone that side of me. I was not expecting so... I was kind of over there on my own. Wasn't expecting a car to go round the outside of me there. No, I pushed it too hard through that section. Never mind. All the 10Fs have got themselves... Well, there's one 9F in the group. Right, we will slide through there and emerge in front of the 9F. Yeah, that was, again, fairly well organised from all of us. We can get back across there. It is all safely done. Trying to get into the slipstream. The other orange machine gone a bit deep. The front of that car is a weird-looking mess. But there you have it. Gliska looked a little unsettled on the way into that section, and Childish has got a good run. We were full commitment through there. Barely even had a lift at that point. Oh, that was very close to the hay bale. Thankfully, didn't clip it. Still on the limit, and we found the wall. That's the that's the limit right there. Just tuning in, welcome to the stream. Sorry, this is an incredibly intense race. Can't really be looking at chat very much during this one. We've got one more lap to go here. It's high speed, very, very precise positioning of your car required. Danger Man is going to go to the inside, and Danger Man may well steal the lead. We were trying to look, I was hoping we were going to go around the outside of everyone, but couldn't do it. It's going to be knocked 3 wide into the chicane. No one wants to do that. We are going to be on the brakes early this time around. We do get stopped quite nicely. Still on the outside of Danger Man here. It is 5 cars for the lead. Adam is a little further back, not too far away. We'll push Gliska forward. There's a bit of a bump draft going on. Danger Man is clear to the outside. Yeah, I had a load of speed, but I hadn't got anywhere to use it. What will these cars ahead do? Is everybody going to... No, we don't all go out this way. Gliska... So Gliska essentially blocks Danger Man from going through the petrol station. I don't know whether intentional or just the line Gliska likes. It certainly works, though. Because Danger Man had to bail on it because they couldn't guarantee they were going to be able to get the car across. However, it still is close enough for a big slingshot down here. Looks likely the victory is going to come from one of us four, but you never know. There is definitely chance for slipstream further around in the lap. We're going to push Childish here. We cannot risk going into the petrol station because the car's on the inside. Oh, and both the red cars got crossed up. Childish lost it on a curb, and I was already too close to do anything other than push them. And Danger Man exited the petrol station going left into a right-hander, which is not ideal. Didn't expect Gliska to be on the inside there. We got away with minor contact. Everything is fine. One more shortcut to take. Gliska is having a look. We are through the petrol station. Okay, I was a little bit late on the turn-in down that part. Gliska is still having a look. Going to try and go for the brave one. Around the outside, through here. Oh, we get sliding, but of course, the problem part for me there is I just cannot use my power because, well, there is a car on the outside. Childish is going to have nowhere to go, really, through all of that one. Now, it is a drag race. We've got... Oh, Liam has got into the back of us slightly. Childish is going to make a manoeuvre, and Danger Man has killed it. Well... Oh, we got shoved forward. We got going. Yeah, Danger Man's... It's one of those. You've got to go for it at the end of this. But, yeah. There's never really going to be much of a gap on that one. Never quite going to be too much of a gap, but oh well. It was a good race. Gliska took victory ahead of Childish. Oh, sorry, it was Adam, not Liam. I do apologise. I saw the black car. I'm so used to it being Liam. I apologise on that one. Yeah, Adam goes up to third. I mean, it was a minor contact. It was just that GTA stuck together. Pros would end up in fourth ahead of me. Liam was sixth ahead of Danger Man. Stevie eighth ahead of Big Dog, and Kevlar would round out the top 10. Gliska with fastest lap of the race. Ugh. Yeah. Madness. Madness indeed. Good fun. Eve, I heard you had opinions. I don't know what she was meowing at. I think she was downstairs, and I think she just woke up from one... She sometimes meows when she wakes up, and I think that's what she was doing. I think she was doing a wake-up meow. Right. Things to read. Oh, God, I don't know how to read your name. She's... Tillado? I don't know. Thank you very much either way, though, for the super chat, saying, any racetracks featuring explosive barrels that can be raced with dunes? Well, good news, not explosive barrels, but we are about to have dunes being raced on a circuit with explosive petrol pumps. So, yes, there is a good chance of exploded Dakar trucks. Exploded Dakar trucks may well be coming your way, because this is now a lot more of a challenge. With the race car, well, so race cars, with the supercars, sports cars, those things, they are very grippy. You can fly through a section very quickly. These do not go through the petrol stations easy. These are much more. These are much tougher to navigate through this section. So it will be madder. It will be dicier. Yeah. We will see what happens here. So, yeah, everybody, I think this is locked. It might not be, though. Everybody drive the Dakar truck, drive the dune, please. If it is not locked, I believe it is, but we will find out very quickly. Where do we get to with reading Paul? Thank you for the bits. So, another weird car name. There was a concept car from Nissan called the Nissan Friend Me. That is a very... See, well, that's a concept car. Like, that's... I can understand concept cars with silly names. There have been quite a few of them. I still like the mysterious utility wizard more than the friend me. Chris, thank you very much for the donation. And we thank Chris for doing the invites as well for this evening. Saying the boot light for the 2016 MG6 had the 1980s Austin Rover logo stamped on it. It was a generic part originally used in the Austin Montego. Oh, there's bloody hell. Oh, yeah. That part of me is not surprised by that one. dad had a Montego turbo estate many, many, many years ago. Now, I think it was a Montego. I'm pretty sure it was a Montego turbo estate. That's I've seen pictures of it. I was too young. I don't even know if he had it when I was. Might be when I was like, you know, I'm far too young to remember it. I've just seen pictures of it. But yeah, there we go. It just doesn't surprise me MG was using random rover parts. Who knew? Thank you very much for the donation. Saying the 1966 Ford Anglia from the Harry Potter flying car from the Chamber of Secrets was bought after filming Wrapped by Nigel Grint, Rupert Grint's father. Yeah, that probably doesn't. I say it doesn't. I know there is a tradition of you know, cast sometimes. I say buying things or getting things after the film goes. So I guess yeah, that car's going to be worth a bloody fortune now and everything. I hope it'd be funny if it's still driven around. Cool if it was still driven around. I'm going to hazard a guess it isn't. But yeah, that's kind of cool. I wonder how much they paid for it. I'm curious how much they paid for that one. Well, I'm kind of glad in some ways that it went to cast in a way. Rather than just sort of sold off at auction or whatever. I wonder if it still flies. That's the important question. Does it fly? Cora, thank you for saying, hi Eve, are you judging worthiness? No, she's not. She's not in the office. I don't even know where she is. She's just gone. She is just, well, she's still downstairs somewhere, I think, just having a chill. She's just talking in her sleep, basically. Drake, thank you very much for the gifted sub. A rolled car salute to you from chat. Thank you very much indeed. Hill fam, thank you very much for the donation. Sammy, my dad, love you. Oh well, thank you very much. I'm glad to hear folks enjoying my content. Is always good. I think we're ready to go. Everybody, remember we're driving the Dakar truck for this one. Yeah, as I say, it's always great to hear sort of families able to enjoy. I do remember this was way back when I had the Mitsubishi, when I had the Legnum. I was sat at a car show one day, and it was getting towards the end of the car show, so I sat in the car, kind of as things were winding down. Oh, I left customs on. Oh no. Why does it default back? It's so annoying when it defaults back. Hoping this might work, but it's going to be knackered, because even though I have clearly selected the right car, it's not going to necessarily allow me to drive what I have selected. Why does it default back? Yeah. I very clearly selected it. I very clearly selected the Dakar truck, and instead it's put me in my Bifter. Yeah. Oh. Okay, and we didn't even get a countdown. Danger Man's on a quad bike. Danger Man, whoever the quad bikes. Ah, don't like this. Ah, can't see anything. There's Dakar trucks everywhere. Bloody hell. Kevlar's buggy is like the opposite of mine. There are some wacky things here going on. Oh, hello. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. All is good. All is good. Found a gap. Thankfully, no Draugrs have turned up. I'm guessing most people, like if you've got a Bifter, that's the thing that you end up in, because it's the first alphabetically. Oy. Bloody hell, and BF injections are also there. Now, can we get a good... I mean, can we swing across here? I think we can. I think we should be clear. Or that was some maximum effort right there from us, bounced off the curbs. We have got the difference is the Dakar truck is actually not particularly. It's not slow. The big difference will be is that we can be way more aggressive going through the petrol stations at this point. Although unfortunately I cannot go through the petrol station at this stage. Gliska and Childish, which is the inside. So yeah, they're always going to have the advantage. Can't remember if my Bifter's upgraded. It might be one of the very few vehicles I have actually upgraded in this game. Whoop! There was a gap through the middle. There was a Bifter-sized gap, and we made the most of it. 'Cause for a while, this was like the fastest off-road vehicle. It's not anymore. But I think when it came out, it was the fastest of the off-road vehicles. Gliska has sent it. Oh, I've gone very wide through there. Almost exploderized myself. It was almost the Crisplosion Award for me, because I don't think anyone else has exploded yet. But I have hay baled myself. That was unfortunate. That was foolish, yeah. I thought we could get away with that. We were carrying a lot of speed, and it was the hopeful we could get away with that one. Gliska didn't like the idea of a quad bike winning the race, I don't think. Right, we have got a lot of speed on the way up here. We're going to go to the outside of Charlish. We will sweep around the outside, and it'll almost work, but not quite. It is side by side through here. Gliska's there having a look at the moment. I'm not going to be able to go around the outside of anybody. We're looking for a cut back underneath on the exit, which we get, but we don't quite have the acceleration to do it. I also love Gliska's got like road tyres on their Bifter, and I have got, you know, the proper big chunky blocks on mine. We push the big truck along. Probably not going to even feel the little buggy nudging it along down there. Okay, we are clear in second place. What way Gliska is going to take the line that we would expect them to. I didn't look back. Probably should have done, although I'm expecting Childish to take that line. They have generally taken that line through there, and sure enough, the big pickup truck. We've got like two beach buggies racing, I guess, an F-150. Just two beach buggies racing a Raptor. Feels bad. Oh, and there's been a big explosion. That is Danger Man, Fred, and Woody have all exploded at the first petrol station. Gliska with the exit here. We are all going to go into the petrol station. We are all sort of able to do that. I ran a little bit wide. Didn't quite get the line through there I wanted. Won't matter too much. Big slingshot from the slipstream there will put me through. Thankfully, good suspension on this thing will mean no problem going across the curbs. Gliska with a big send. That's a tough corner to overtake on, actually, but it was a good pass from Gliska. There is the truck once again. Don't run wide. Gliska got so close to the apex of that sort of, I say that corner, kind of is a corner on the way into the petrol station. The more we battle, I mean, the battling between us keeps Childish in the fight. Oh, big kick of oversteer for us through there. Yeah, I say we keep Childish in the fight. Our buggies are probably slightly faster. I think they're agile is, I think, what does it. Is they've got the agility to get through these corners where the big truck is just struggles a little bit more. I'm going to presume my buggy is fully upgraded. I haven't used it for many years now, but I did when it first came out. So I'm going to hazard a guess that me and Gliska have probably got fully upgraded buggies, which are somewhat fast around here, which unfortunately is, yeah, not quite what we were looking for this race. I apologise. Yeah, I say it's frustrating. GTA, I don't know, it's annoying when it defaults and changes stuff. But the bigger problem with it all is because they've changed the way it does the lobbies. You just don't even see. Oh no. Well, that is going to allow Childish to catch up, as Gliska got it wrong on the exit, and I then saved them from spinning around. God damn it. Well, that's unfortunate. I mean, that was a... it was an innocuous crash. It was just an unfortunate... It was an unfortunate outcome for a very innocuous crash. Just that light bump on a... light bump on a post, and that is all it took. Oh, that was full. That again was full commitment from me into the petrol station. Chris and Adam have exploded. Yeah, so it is now going to go back to it. It's a two-car battle for the lead. I suspect we will catch again before the end of the race, so it may well return to a three-vehicle battle for the lead here. And then there's a fairly big gap back to Gib Gob, and then an even bigger gap back to the rest of the pack. All of us have got through. I mean, I'm going to say that, and then the commentator's curse is going to strike. I was going to say all of us three leaders have got through the petrol station without exploding. The only crash, the issue with, well, come on. Well, we were there. and then the car ahead of me had an accident, and then I got nothing I can do. Yeah, so that's twice now I've been involved in accidents where there's not really anything I can do. We were already going we were already right behind the truck, so we were already at maximum attack at that point. I haven't got anywhere I can go to that one, so when the truck bumps the wall, I'm sort of stuffed. Now, we will work together with Gibgob. I'm more than happy to work together with anybody that's going to be able to slipstream me forward. If Gibgob wants to go past, I'm fine with that. My best chance of catching the leaders. We know Glisser's going to be being slowed down by catch-up. So, my best chance of catching the leaders is to work with Gibgob and slipstream and leapfrog and slingshot our way. And if we work together efficiently, we will be far quicker than the two ahead that will be battling for position. Now, Gibgob is going to follow. We have got to be pretty much on it through here, which means all of the risks are taken. I did not lift at all through that section. That was full attack. That was full commitment from the Bifter. Now, Gibgob, it's easier for Gibgob going full commitment. The quad bike's going to have a lot more grip and is a lot smaller to get through. I mean, the Bifter's pretty small as well, let's face it. And you can see the grip the quad bike has through the turns. It won't quite have the acceleration that we do. Now, into the second of the petrol station. I've got the turn in a little bit wrong, so I bailed on the really tight line, which is a little unfortunate, because it's just going to drop me back a smidge from Gibgob. I'm hoping, there we go, the straight line speed of the Bifter is greater than that of the quad bike. We've got a lot of speed here, but it's coming into a difficult to utilise section, so we'll just be careful. One more petrol station to get through. We have got speed. Again, we've got the quad bike in an awkward spot. Here we go. We have got speed to draw alongside. I don't think we're going to be close enough to the leaders here. Not quite on this final lap. It is maximum send all the way through that section. Maybe, I don't know. It's going to be difficult. We are on full commitment. Now, if we get this right, we've got the slipstream on Gibgob. We are alongside. It's going to launch us towards Childish, but it's just too late. It's going to be a podium, but an unfortunate. A couple of bumps was what did it. Yeah, a couple of little bumps in unfortunate places. Right at the end was just too much. Javi, if you can manage to finish in 6th with a June, well done. That was what it was supposed to be. That is what it was supposed to be, and unfortunately, we got gamed. Well done, Javi. Javi is the real winner in this one, especially in not only is it winning the June class, but also being in 6th is very, very good going. Gibgob with fastest lap of the race. I was only a 10th down. 10th down. It's not bad for the Bifter. That was because we were basically towing each other around a lap. I would imagine that would be the final lap of the race that we did that on, because we worked together very well. You can see who had modified vehicles and who didn't by the fact that we were in the 207s. So me and Gibgob were the 207s. This was a 208, but that was without catch up. With catch up, without slipstream and all of that, and yeah. And our Midnight went faster with a Draugr. That makes a lot of sense. Those Draugrs are monstrous. So yeah, there we go. Draugr. The Draugr was definitely going to always going to be fast. But yeah, let's go. Now that didn't quite work. We got on a podium. The Bifter wasn't too bad, but yeah, bloody GTA. Pengy, thank you for the bits. Saying Dangerman, Fred and Woody sounds like the name of the characters for a Toy Story movie sequel that got rejected. Oh no. Yeah. What? No, I was gonna say what sort of character would Dangerman end up being? Maybe like the over-the-top action man, I guess. Yeah. I guess it would be like the equivalent in universe, like Action Man, G.I. Joe style thing. Kevin is a name. Thank you very much. That is correct. Thank you very much for the resubscription for the 4th month. A rolled car salute to you from chat. Gibgob, thank you for bits. Saying 4th in the smallest vehicle that could be bullied by anything is an achievement. I mean, yeah. I mean, the quad bike is definitely fast. Around that one, we worked together very well. I didn't crash into Gibgob for once. We actually didn't crash into each other, and worked together effectively to almost get back at the end. We just ran out of laps and ran out of time to do it. But yeah, surprisingly, we managed to work together well enough without making a complete mess of everything. Right, we will go and load up. It's not quite time for Guardians of the Motorway yet. You know, we've got to leave something for a little bit later. No, there was a request for a dirt circuit. I genuinely don't know if I have very many dirt circuits around the place. This is the only one I can think of, and it's certainly not all dirt. It is actually a very good track, to be fair. So yeah, I mean, it's not a full dirt circuit, but we have got some interesting sections. There is the one near the prison as well, which I don't remember the name of. I think I prefer Jump the Shark to the prison one. This one has generally created some very good racing a lot of the time. Right, let's invite that lot into here. Cora, thank you for the bits. Saying, selected June, I'm a good girl, got my BF injection, which is a bit upgraded, but not the brakes. Hitting a petrol station gap with no brakes is fun. Yeah, that's not what you need. That's not what you need at all. Unfortunately, yeah, it kind of screwed everything up on there. It's a shame because I love that track. It is a great circuit. But yeah, the heavily modified Bifters are always going to be very quick. Now this one here, we do actually have a chance to have the Drauga, which is another car I love. Drauga's great fun to go racing with in general. It should all be locked. There shouldn't be any options. Oh no, custom vehicles are available on this one. I've got to bloody remember. I am going to forget. I'm definitely going to forget at some point. This is almost a guarantee at this stage. Drake, thank you for the bits. Saying, right to Guardians of the Motorway. Everyone order Alex to do that circuit next. Not yet. Not yet. We're going to Jump the Shark first. Madam Poutine, thank you very much. I'm going to guess Canadian. Thank you very much for the subscription. A rolled car salute to you from chat. Thank you indeed. It's always greatly appreciated. Aku Cult Leader of 69. Thank you very much for the donation. Saying Danger Man is the incompetent villain in the Toy Story Scooby-Doo crossover. Yeah. You absolutely could be right. Absolutely could be right on that one. There's a new Toy Story on the way, isn't there? I think, which is probably where that's coming from, which will be interesting to see. We're trying to get people reconnected. So if you do want to take part this evening, you are more than welcome to. To do so, you need to send a message to Longbow, whose game tag is also where we have highlighted, or to Chris, who is a little bit further down, third from bottom. Send a message to them on Xbox. You need the enhanced version of GTA, and they will try and get you connected. You can also find that information in the pinned message on the Twitch chat. And if you would like to, if you want to join, if you do send them a message, in your message include a fact about Gianni Morbidelli, because they need to know more about Lado's favourite racing driver. I don't know why. Has it been said that was Lado's favourite racing driver, or is that just Is that just a thing that has been made up? But I feel like that could be true. It's Lado. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Yeah, it could be true. It could be fiction. Lado probably said it as a joke at some point. Actually, no, wait, hold on. Lado has made up many facts, mostly about Ewan, to be fair. I feel like it's only fair that we make up facts about Lado and we just act as if they are true. Maybe we should do that as a session. We will just make up facts about Lado. And we will just pretend they are true, and that's fine. That's fine. Right, Charger's getting connected. Drake, thank you for the bits. Saying, just realised I left a £20 note on my bed, and my cat laid near it. She might have been like he even nicked it for treats. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. My cats would very much nick anything. In fact, my cats are, I say, are very silly. For an example, if let's say in the morning, I get up, I'll feed all the animals, and maybe I go, I want to go have a shower, for an example. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes I'll take my clothes out of the drawers or whatever, and I'll put them on the end of my bed. And I'll go have my shower, and I will come out, and almost every time I do that, Cass will have, or will be, sitting on the clothes. He has an entire bed and an entire room. He could sit anywhere, but I can always guarantee you, if I place clothes neatly on the end of my bed, Cass will go and sit on them. It's just every time, without fail. It's just there's something different, so he must sit on it. That is just cats for you. That is just cats for you. I'm liking some of the Lado facts. Lado failed his driving test 57 times. Christ, how old is Lado? Actually, that's another thing we can make up. That is another thing we can make up. Lado's favourite pizza topping is pineapple. Yeah, that sounds about right. That's definitely true. Lado's favourite pizza topping is pineapple. Cowbell saying Lado wears platform shoes to make out he's taller. That's why Lado's so tall. That makes sense. It's not that I'm short. Lado's just faking it. I feel better about myself now. Brady is saying Lado... where has he gone? Lado owns a cheese shop with the no cheese. That would also be a very Lado thing. That would be a very, very Lado thing indeed. Old Man Rogers, thank you very much for the super chat, and for the bits actually as well. So girl walks into a bar and asks the bartender for a double entendre. So he gave it to her. You're going to get a boo. You're going to get a boo, and a deserved boo from me, and indeed from chat, and you are deserving. Oh, my controller's frozen again. Why does it freeze? It's really weird. It just gets frozen on the screen sometimes. Alright, just making sure everything is good to go. I think we are set. Nado uses a spoon to drink water. Yeah. Yeah, that seems fitting right there. Oh, we're going to go racing at some point. We can read these all day. These are good fun. Dahl, thank you very much for the resubscription for the 73rd month. Thank you very much for such a long time, for so many years of support. A big Worldcast salute to you from chat. Mikhail, thank you very much for the super chat. Saying, good evening, Alex and crew. Do you know why oysters don't... do you know why oysters don't donate to charity? Because they're shellfish. You are also getting a boo. You are also very much getting a boo from me and chat, and you are deserving of that. I'm Dan saying Lado fan. Lado finished second in the world forklift competition. I mean, I feel like I'd be quite proud of that. Like, if I was second best in the world at anything, even if it is forklift, I'd feel like that's quite an impressive feat, to be honest. You know, that is just an impressive fact. That feels too good. I mean, I like it. It's a funny thing, but it's too good. It's too good. It feels like it's about to get very, very hectic. And did just see somebody go into a wall, not realising there was a sort of block there. Right. Here we go. This track, if you've not seen this track before, it is quite spectacular in places, as amply demonstrated in that section. It's quite... We'll get back to reading Lado facts in a minute. Then someone understeered. Why? You can tell those that have driven this track before and those that haven't. Which is, you know, understandable. Understandable, really. This is another track with a bit of a learning curve. It's very... I say it's fast, it's demanding on the cars, it's challenging, and Liam has done a murder on someone. I'm not actually sure who that was. It was a yellow car, but I don't think Brazen and Lado are here this evening, so might have been Fred. Oh, don't mind, just sent it to the inside. But look, I'm happy to just be a little bit patient. This is the first lap of 4. Me and Small Man have made contact in the air, and Small Man has exploded. Yep, that's a big explosion. That is the oh dear. I've gone and done. I've done the same, only with a slightly better outcome. Yeah, contact in the air is a dangerous thing. Chris has sort of aerial overtaken us, more sort of jumped to the side of us, but it's a big jump from the grey car there. Where is Bumpy going to go? Not quite got the space. We've got a lot of momentum here. If we can make this one work, which we did, just about. A little bit of a block pass, but it did the job. Everyone is going to be slipstreaming behind us though down here, so we will keep up wide. I knew there was going to be a car to the inside. I didn't know who it was going to be, whether it's going to be Chris or Bumpy, but all is fine. We'll run around. Careful of the transition bit here from the banking to the dirt. The Stratoses do like to oversteer through that section. That lot there are going to go a little bit wide. I take the line I want, but I can't really maximise it because there are cars to my outside. It's all getting a little bit crowded down here. You know what? I'm just going to have a lift because I don't want to go... This section here is really dicey and 3 wide is asking for trouble. I would rather sit back, get a slipstream and go for an overtake later on. It's still busy. It's still hectic here. Also got to not forget the final corner on this track is nasty as anything. Oh, Bumpy slid up and hit the wall. Caused a little bit of a kerfuffle with everybody there. We sorted it out. We have all got through with Liam leading the way, Chris in second. No real slipstream opportunities just yet. Now comes the nasty jump section where it's very easy to get things crossed up. We don't. Gliska got a little bit crossed up in the air, but nothing terrible, and gathered it all back up. We had a great run towards the first corner here, and we will sweep around the outside of Liam and we make it work. There's going to be a car to the inside, not sure. We get plenty of space. Oh, trying to pull the car across there, but just not upset it on the curb bit, or the sort of like central reservation bit with the grass. Just didn't want to bounce it across that. We have taken the lead of the race away from Liam for the moment. Oh, and there is a 2-car breakaway. Something happened to Gliska. I don't quite know what, because they were right behind us at one point, and they've just fallen back. So I'm going to guess they're going to crash on the landing of that jump, maybe. Liam twists the car big time in the air. We think about getting to the inside. We do. Liam gets a big slide on the exit. It's the transition over the dirt. That's what makes this track so challenging. 1 minute you're on tarmac, and you're on this sort of like weird stunt track, then you're on concrete, and then you're on dirt, and you've got to deal with so many surfaces. Liam will retake the lead. I mean, if we keep fighting like this, well, safety, but if we work together cleverly, like we are working relatively well, sort of slipstream pass and slipstream pass, it's going to take them a while to catch up. We've got quite a big gap back to Childish. I've got a big twist in the air, which isn't particularly helpful. Liam can follow us. Oh, Liam is going to go through the somewhat narrow gap. That water sucks. If you're the leader and you're getting the full effect full slowdown effect of catch up, you just get dunked in the water and then are not going particularly quickly. We'll lose a bunch of time because of that, but then we should be able to catch back up because Liam is, driving around with no slipstream or anything, and they are now being quite heavily slowed down by catch-up. It was a big twist in the air for our leader, not so much for me. Childish is still not caught us. We will get a big slipstream pull down here, and we should pass Liam before the chicane, which we do. Don't clog the walls through there. Dangerous chicane, that one. Very, very fast. It is a full commitment sort of a chicane there, which, is fun. I like that style of, always have liked that style of corner. We will lead around. Okay. What are we looking at? Probably top 6, maybe. Steely and Longbow might be able to catch by the end of the race. It depends on how much they fight each other. If people work together, and it's going to depend on what happens with me and Liam. If we make a mistake, could be all sorts of problems. We are very nicely over those bumps. Liam was not as well over there. You just saw the car bucking around and so on, which will help me. There's a slipstream run to the line here possible, but it is a much more difficult slipstream run than some of the other tracks we go to. I've got a lot of slipstream there. We're about to have an even... No, don't want to do that. Got a lot of slipstream going on here, but airtime and slipstream, we know how badly that tends to end, so I will play it safe, and we will just... We can wait. We can afford to wait. There's no reason to go for a crazy big dive at that section of the circuit when there are better places to go for a crazy big dive. I say like down here. Probably not one of the better places. I did want to try and make that work because it would have been a really spectacular overtake. We're going for a cutback. Me and Liam are on completely different lines through this section. We're going to crisscross the whole way down here. Oh, Gliska has arrived. Thought we had a bit more time before Gliska caught us. Apparently not. Gliska has given us some grief. And we landed it. Oh, bloody hell. That's a stunt and a half. We got away with it. We only lost a little bit of time as well. All things considered, yeah, that was quite lucky. That was quite lucky indeed. We are going very quickly down here. We'll get alongside Danger Man. We should be going quick enough that we clear the water, or the worst of the water. We do. Liam feels the full effects of the water this time around. Now, get a good exit here if we can. We've got one more lap after this, so it's not do or die at the moment. Not that this section really is do or die section. Chris playing it super brave there. Oh, Chris was playing it very brave. Got a tag. Oh, I did a wheelie on my own. So Chris got a wheelie because Chris landed on the back of their car. I did a wheelie as we went over the sort of bump in the road. We're going to be on the inside, sneak our way through this part. That's fine. Liam is still battling away alongside. Gliss is going to get a good run here, but it's 3 wide into the chicane again. Gliss is going to be on a terrible line through here, but makes it stick. Childish backed out of it. Realising, I think, me and Gliss have just had too much momentum. Plus, you'll get a good slipstream run on the exit anyway. It's not really worth fighting in some of these corners. There's a little bit of leaning, but nothing too bad. Now, slipstream time. Liam Liam went out of the draft to get past Gliska. Unfortunately, we weren't able to go with them. We may be able to get a good exit from here, which we do. Now, this is where it gets challenging across the bumps. It is neat enough for everybody. This time around, we're all trying to get some slipstream off of someone. Gliska does well. Liam's no slipstream for you. You can go out to the side. Not that there was much slipstream for anybody, really, through all of that. We're up high and wide through there, and at some point I'm going to have to yield, although we might actually get a good run on the exit here, which we do. We are side by side with Gliska as we come up to the jump. It is a decent landing for us, surprisingly, out there. We're still stuck out wide, though. It is a very long way around there. It looks like the victor is going to come from this group of 5. It's Liam, Gliska, me, Childish and Danger Man that are up at the front. Can't really do anything at the moment. They're too wide in front of me. This section is pretty fast, bumpy, and 2 wide is okay. 3 wide is just asking for trouble. So we're kind of just sitting back at the moment, biding our time. We're quick. Liam's out wide a little bit. That should put us through. Liam's got a good exit, actually, from that corner, surprisingly. Gliska is going to get probably aerial overtaken by a few cars. We didn't really have any slipstream through there, although it's not the worst position to find yourself in. No slipstream there, because with a lot of slipstream, you can really overshoot that section. So, yeah, I'm not too fussed. This section could do with a little bit. Maybe not quite that much. No, that's a lot. That's a lot. Oh, no. I don't really know what happened there. Stevie's an unfortunate victim on that one as well. Yeah, we were going very quickly. We gathered it back up. I don't know what we flipped on. I don't know what we flipped. I gotta guess just the suspension compressing and whatnot did enough to roll it or to dig in. But yeah, that was a very typical. So much momentum being given by the slipstream, I just couldn't get out of the throttle in time. We did really well to gather it as well as I did initially, but it was just not gonna stick. Yeah, I don't know whether it was a curb. Could have been a curb that we hit. I think it might have been. It might have been as it was tumbling, like suspension compressed and hit a curb, sort of simultaneously. There might have been what did it. That was silly fast through there. That was full send. I brushed the wall on the way in as well. I mean, we're not winning this race. If we can get in the draft, then there's always a chance. So we are at absolute maximum effort here, but it's probably a little bit scruffy now. The hope for us in terms of place gains is going to be accidents on this section. This jump here can cause accidents, but it looks like everyone has cleared it nicely. I'll take that back. Gliska and Chris have not cleared it nicely, and that will promote me a couple of places. Yeah, unfortunate. A little bit too much. Little bit too much speed down the canals, and we just got airtime. I couldn't get out of the way. The good news is we cost Stevie a bit of time. Stevie went for a spin. We didn't murder too many people as we tumbled down the road. There we go. Childish takes victory. Well done, ahead of Liam. Danger Man in third, ahead of Fred. We would have to settle for fifth, ahead of Stevie. Gliska would end up seventh. Didn't see what happened to cause it. I don't know whether maybe Gliska or Chris turned in too soon and hit that inside wall and they got carted to the outside. That would be my guess. But I'm not sure on that one. Gib God was 8th. Yeah, Chris ended up 9th ahead of Longbow, just rounding out that top 10. Ugh. Yeah, bit of a manic one through that, as kind of expected. That is just how it goes sometimes. Lado, thank you very much for saying I've put a picture in chat of an approving Rottweiler for these facts. Where has Lado put this one in? There we go. in the filming chat. That is an approving looking Rottweiler. That is an approving Rottweiler. Is enjoying the random Lado facts that have gone on here. Oh dear. Paul, thank you for the bits, saying Lado equals Lado, another driver didn't observe. Yeah? I'm not even sure do I give you a boo? Maybe? I don't know. Lado can decide whether that's boo worthy or not. Sabretooth saying, did you know that Lado was the president of the Spice Girls fan club? I believe that. With every fibre of my being. That is definitely true. That is 100% true. Lado was absolutely the president of the Spice Girls fan club. Jan T, thank you very much for the donation, saying, what happened when the crustacean was late to work? She lobster job. Oh, dearie me. Oh, you're definitely getting a boo for that one. You are very deserving. You are very deserving of a boo right now. Asylum Escapee, thank you very much for the gifted sub that went to Cowbell. I hope there was a nice broadcast salute to you. from chat. Keep up the bits. I say I was gaining on lap 3, then my car decided it wanted to do a backflip on the bumps. The bumps are mean. In general, I have found running the vehicles. In general, I have found if you run the vehicles if you head towards the bump, pull back on the stick, and you're normally okay. That being said, sometimes, especially if there's any contact going towards them, you can get, you can get into trouble occasionally. It's a bit of a, with the Stratos, it can be a little bit hit and miss. With the Drauga, it shouldn't be too much trouble. You can still crash on the bumps, especially if there's contact, if you are twisted approaching them or something. But yeah, the Drauga is generally better at dealing with the bumps. Right, I think we'll be good to go. Let's see. Pengy, thank you for the bits. But today, Lado is the president of the Rick Astley fan club. Ah, okay. So Lado moved on from the Spice Girls to Rick Astley. That wouldn't surprise me. It sounds plausible. Sandman, thank you for the bits. I say, any plans for non-race competitions, like that old game called Island Survival, or whatever you called it? I mean, it's always possible to see some of those. I mean, the majority, let's face it, my channel is a racing and car-based channel. The majority of stuff that I do is going to have vehicles at the forefront. But challenges involving vehicles do make an appearance. I mean, we have got to the point, we've done a lot of what there is to do in GTA. That's not to say, though, that other stuff won't make an appearance. I mean, Survival Island was good fun. It was kind of sumo before they added sumo, and then they broke sumo, which is a shame, because that was a really good fun game mode. But yeah, there's always chances for more challenges involving vehicles to be challenges and the like. Oh, it's getting busy. I'm just trying to survive. Like, that is the goal currently. Survive the opening lap, and we give Valentine a really big shove on the landing there. All is fine, considering we were buried in the pack at the start, and yeah, I'll take 10th. The fact that we've managed to mostly stay out of the chaos, really, that is the thing that matters. Oh, we've got a load of speed through here. Stevie did not want to go as quickly as we were, and we all checked up, but nothing bad really happened. It is a lot of Draugas going for the lead through this section. We do get a great run here, but this is so much momentum. We're going for aerial overtake on everyone. No, it's gone too high. Did not know I could do that, or have forgotten I could do that. Nope. Yeah, okay. Important news. Do that. Important news. I wanted to kind of aerial overtake everyone, and then we hit the bridge. I mean, yeah. Okay, that was probably ambition got the better of me there. we went for cool points. Oh dear. I think we were going to be involved in that crash anyway. Danger Man got tipped up onto the side ever so slightly, and yeah, that was never going well. But the cars ahead of us crashed anyway, so that was always going to be a problem one. Right, we've got a good run. We're going to sneak past someone, Valentine maybe, not sure. I mean, I'd rather have all of the bad luck. I'd rather get it out of the way in the first lap. It gives me time. We can still win this race. There is still time to recover. Bloody hell, that's gone. That jump's gone way too big. That's a lot of slipstream for you, I think, there. Although, good news is, by jumping way too far, we actually avoided the mess that went on the inside of the corner, because we were well out of the way of that crash. So, in some ways, it was advantageous. Couldn't get on the power soon enough. So, yeah, no easy pass. No easy pass on Gliska. But now, I mean, that was a piss-poor attempt at a corner. Sorry, Javi. That was really not a particularly good attempt at that one. And I will show my displeasure at the next possible opportunity. Because, yeah, that was... that was not... That was just straight into the door, really. So, yeah, we will go for the... yeah, not particularly happy about that one, unfortunately. Hopefully you've learned a lesson on that one. I will take myself out in my displeasure at being raced in that manner. You know, there's one thing getting bumped on the rear corner, and you know, those little taps on like the rear corner and so on do happen, especially in the slipstream. But into the door at full speed is a lot more than that, basically. Right now, there is. I mean, this is a long lap. There is a good chance at a recovery from this far back. Catch-up is very powerful at this track. It's a very fast circuit. You're flat out for a lot of it. So, I can't be too wide. Valentino's going to pass. Better to lift at that point rather than try and fight a needless battle through there. We're going to have a little bit of a lift. Absol, I wonder if Absol hit the roof. It's certainly possible that Absol has hit the roof through there. That is one of the ways you can end up exploding. The Drauger's able to jump very, very far. I mean, the lead battle isn't particularly far away. Someone has rolled over at a really awkward spot. That's Danger Man in the middle of the track. Yeah, that's a terrible place to be. Not much Danger Man could have done really there, other than just desperately try and get going, which they have done, and they've got themselves, you know, amazingly, no one else got involved in that wreck somehow. We've got a good exit, not going to be a gap, so we'll just lift and fall into line. Pro's able to carry speed on the outside, but not going to be too worried. You can't be worried about all of the places. You can't defend every single one. Oh, big oversteer moment into the side of Javi. We survive. We're still surviving, just about. Oh, yeah. The car kicked sideways massively on us through there. We got away with it. Oh, it's going chaotic in front of me. And we will come out in a 4th position. Right. We will jump across. And I mean, we can see the lead group. Now, if we can have... Ideally, we will have one car behind us that we can slipstream with and leapfrog our way to the leader. You know, that's the preferable way to do it, rather than bring an entire pack of cars with us, because, you know, it's easier, well, it's difficult leapfrogging with an entire pack of cars. Mistakes are easier to make when there are more people. The bumps are fine in the Drauger. It tips the back of our car a little bit, nothing crazy. We are going to arrive now with a lot of speed, unfortunately. Oh, no. There's not going to be room for that. Thought about it. I mean, I could have got alongside, but you just have nowhere to go, essentially. If you got to that point there, you would not have anywhere to go. Now, we are all stacked up through here. You can't go too quick, because the slipstream will just cause you no end of grief when you're in the air. We scythe our way up into 2nd, and that will be a, you know, nice, clean manoeuvre. So looking for a slightly different lineup here that we can maybe take. If we can stay here, it's going to put us on the inside for the next corner. It is a long way round to try and make this stick, and of course you are slow. You're a little bit slow through the apex of that one because we can't use all the track. We're just going to have this in the end. We were looking for a pass. It's not an easy place to overtake that one. Not too fussed about the slipstream here because I actually want to land sooner, as a few other cars. Well, I think someone else hit the ceiling. I think it might have been Adam or Liam. One of them hit the roof, much like I did on the first lap. We are to the inside, and Glisser got caught on the nose of Gibgov's car. They do sort it out though. They do sort it out all the way through there, which is good. And someone else has exploded. I'm going to hazard a guess. The bridge causing trouble. I mean, not 100% sure what your plan was there. Like, why are you trying that at that point on the circuit? This, I don't understand. I don't understand. It's a very narrow... Longboat's clipped the inside there and gone for a big moment. Yeah, all you've done is ruined your own race and mine. A very stupid move. One of the things with like some of the maneuvers, you just waste so much time, and this, like, it's not GTA racing. The way we do GTA racing is actually very different to a conventional race, which is why I like it. GTA racing is closer to plate racing on an oval, on a super speedway. It's the way to look at it. you race in a pack. You race in a pack a lot of the time, and it is not advantageous to try and make every single overtake. Because you've got to swap places a lot, there are times where it is better just to wait, because you'll get another opportunity. A lot of opportunities will come your way. The final lap, it's a little bit different, but on lap 3 out of 4 especially, there's no reason to take really, really high-risk manoeuvres. Certainly not a race like this. Some of the tracks where it is very difficult to pass on a bit of a different story, but here it's so quick. You are better off actually. Yeah, I say you're better off. A lot of the GTA races we do, you really do treat them like a plate race. I was really crossed up over the bumps on that one. That was on me. We were really, really unsettled over those. We had no speed. Adam was flying along in the slipstream there, and was obviously a lot more settled with the Drauga. Oh, they're going to slide about. Oh, he tipped over. Yeah, that is. Yeah, the Draugas, they certainly will roll. I mean, you've got a lot of ride height, soft suspension, curves, and you fully load them up through a corner. That is something that is going to happen, pretty much. We will now run flat through here. I mean, we'll be back with the group. Looks like it's going to be 6 trucks for the victory here, unless anything else happens, which is always possible. Gibgob with a big slide. I mean, we've got pace through parts of this, but we're not going to be able to utilise it. And I'm not actually too fussed at the moment. I'm not too fussed about going for a big overtake here. That's why I'm not that fussed about it. Oh. we got out of it okay. Gliska and Childish got a bit tangled. We sort of landed. It could have gone a lot worse actually for the group. Liam clipped the inside. Oh, we got we got nudged slightly, almost doing a wheelie. That's fine. That's fine. As we climb up the hill, it's going to be side by side. It's 3 wide for the lead of the race. Got no one behind us pushing us. Oh, Childish kind of climbed over the rear fender. It's now 4 wide heading up the banking. I'm on the really tight line. Got to make sure you get it stopped when you're on that line, but it's okay. Let's go with a cutback. We'll get a good exit. Stevie has come to join this group, as has Liam. It is now a lot of trucks, 7 trucks for the lead. It's 4 wide almost, heading towards this next section. This jump's going to be a curious one, actually. Danger Man has also come to join in the fun. Yeah, this jump here is difficult. It is very busy on the landing. Stevie got a bit crossed up. Oh, I think Pros hit the inside wall. And it rolled a Gliska. So Pros clonked the wall, and then it fired them out into Gliska's truck. That's unlucky for Gliska. But we've seen it happen. We've seen it happen before. Gliska clonked me off a wall with the petrol station race, I think it was. It's a really easy mistake to make, and there's nothing you can do. Like, Gliska couldn't do anything on that one, and once Pros had turned in, there was nothing they could do either. Like, your clip on the wall is not what you want to do there. Gibgob with a lot of speed. We're going to end up just bump drafting Childish down here. Liam's having a look around the outside. Nothing giving. It's going to come down to some slipstream down this section. Who will get over the bumps better? We are over them relatively well. Oh, well, we got squeezed. I mean, I had to put my truck there. If I didn't put my truck there, we were going in the wall. So we got squeezed to the inside. I should watch you back on the YouTube. Delays a little bit. Yeah, like I have to take that line, and we got very, very squeezed. There's nothing I can do. That's really unlucky for Childish, who is a complete innocent bystander. Well, I say complete innocent bystander in that one. It was. I don't know at that point who has right of way. We were pretty much all neck and neck. We were, yeah. I was gonna. I had to go for the. I had to put my truck there because we were going in the wall. If not, but yeah, just everyone got a bit too squid. Very unlucky for Childish. Gibgob claimed the victory. We managed to sneak our way onto the podium somehow. It was a mess. It was a I will say there was. It was a spectacular finish. What I thought it was going to be me that ended up having the biggest of deaths in that accident somehow, but no, Childish actually came off worse, which I'm not quite sure. I guess because I got into the air and we kind of hit Childish's roof more than anything. Is probably what. say what happened. Yeah, that was spectacular finish. Spectacular finish. KFP saying I shouldn't have watched the Olympic climbing. Yeah, we were trying the speed climbing over other trucks on that one. Give God thank for the bits was saying Alex got me a win. Yeah, essentially. I don't know what would have happened on the exit of that one. Who would have actually got that run to the line? Because all of us were going to be out slipstream, so it would have been interesting to see how it panned out. Lado, thank you for the bits. Saying Lado facts. When Lado isn't taking part, he roots for Alex, and I hate it. Oh, Lado just can't help but support me when when he's not racing. You know what? I will take it. I will take it. Thank you very much, Lado. It's very kind of you. And it is surprisingly noble of you to admit such a thing. It is surprisingly noble of you to admit that. Doug, thank you very much for the resubscription for the 5th month. A rollcast salute to you from chat saying Lado won gold in the uneven bars. He did, however, make the medal himself. Lado on the uneven bars would be very funny. To be fair, any of us on it would be highly entertaining because, you know, we'd be useless. Paul, thank you for the bits, saying Lado was asked what desert island discs would he have, and he chose Brembo. Yeah. I can't even decide whether to give you a boo for that one. It's quite good. It's quite good. I'll give you that. It was quite good. Shall we? Let's do this. Let's do this. This can only go well. I suspect we are going to have complete carnage. Garden is the motorway. I mean, A has never been able to run with more than 20 people due to the nature of the job when it was originally made. It has been made slightly harder, which works fine by narrowing when you have smaller lobbies, but it's going to be chaos with this. So this can only go well. This can only go well. Corey, thank you for the bits. So my girlfriend left me for a tractor salesman. Sent me a John Deere letter. Yes, boo to you. You are going to get a boo from me, and you are going to get a boo from chat. Now, if you would like to take part, there may be a couple of spaces. I'm not completely sure, but if you would like to take part this evening, you are, I say, more than welcome to. To do so, you need to send a message to either Chris or Longbow. These two here. Send a message to either. They will try and get you an invite. You need to be on Xbox. You need the enhanced version of the game to be able to take part. When you send them a message asking for an invite, do include a fact about Gianni Morbidelli, because they need to know about some random facts about Morbidelli, because apparently that is Lado's favourite racing driver. Now, while we get people connected, I'm going to very quickly run downstairs and grab myself a drink, because I have run out of drink and it's quite warm today. So I shall be back in a second. Bear with. I'm going to put a cat in charge. So if you start hearing breaking in the background, I'm going to blame Cass. Right. I am back. We are maybe ready. We'll try and get folks reconnected. I wish I could send invites. However, my game breaks. If I invite everyone from last job, my game just breaks. Or it is very likely to, so it's just not worth the risk and the very long reset times. I love GTA, honestly. Yeah, it's great. Right, how many laps do we want? 5. Custom vehicles are off for this one. Now, things to, I say remember. The way this track is made, everything is unlocked because I didn't know what we wanted to run on it, so we have left it unlocked. Now, if for this first race, if everybody can please drive the Guardian. Now it should, fingers crossed, it should put you in the Guardian straight away. Hopefully. It should do. It should do. So the first round we will use the Guardians. As we will race it as it was intended. I say as it was intended. As it was conceived all those years ago. Corey, thanks for the bits. Saying Schrodinger's cat does and does not walk into a bar. And you will only know when you open the door to the bar, I guess. Sure. We'll go with that one. I'll give you a boo. Or not a boo. I will give you both a boo and not a boo. And we will only find out when, I guess, chat decides. Sure, why not? There we go. We're getting it working. It's just about behaving itself. Ish. Simon has joined just at the right time. Yeah. If you were hoping for true, pure chaos, this is it. If you haven't seen, I mean, there is a chance. It's unlikely, but if you are watching this stream and you have never seen Guardians of the Motorway, you are in for a treat. You are in for a treat. It is a very silly race that will have you racing head-on into traffic. And of course, we are going to have 28, 30 cars. Big cars. The Guardian is a big car trying to run into traffic. Vehicles are going to flip. Vehicles are going to fall over. It's going to get messy. Corey, thanks for the bits. Saying a snake walks into a bar and the bartender asks how. You're getting a boo. You're getting a boo. Erraticus Maximus, thank you very much for the super chat, for a very generous super chat. Saying archaeologists have just discovered a new tomb in Egypt. When they opened the sarcophagus, they found that the mummy had been dipped in chocolate and sprinkled with nuts. The cartouche, I don't know if that's how it's pronounced, on the wall read Pharaoh Rocher. Oh, I want to give you a boo, but it's quite good. I want to give you a boo for that one, but I quite like it. My game's stuck again. Why does my game keep getting stuck sometimes? It doesn't really matter, but there we go. Yeah, I want to give that a boo, but it's actually quite good. So I think you'll get away with it. You get away with it from me anyway. Chat might decide differently. You know, chat does have a mind of its own. Sisha, thank you very much for the super chat as well, saying enable police. I can enable a police for the second one. Honestly, police are unlikely to do much in this. They're unlikely to add much to what is already crazy, but we can have a go with it. We can have a go with it. Right, everybody, drive the Guardian. You shouldn't have to do anything in vehicle selection. It should already load straight onto the Guardian. Okay? Simple. Right? Corey things bits. Say a pair of jumper cables walk into a bar. Bartender looks at them and says, "Now you don't start nothing here." The bar is busy today, and you're going to get another boo. In fact, you get another one as well. Say a termite walks into a bar and says, "Is the bartender here?" That's the best one. That's the least likely to get a boo from me. The termite one is my favourite of those. I mean, it's terrible, and you've deserved many boos, but that one I might let through. Maybe. I thought it was quite good. Oh no, I don't want to be back here. Oh no. Right. Here we go. This is going to be pain, I think. There's probably not going to be much other way. Well, we've all managed to crash, and the traffic's not even turned up yet. Well, that's a good start. That is a very helpful start. It has predictably gone very wrong. How have you had that accident? That's honestly quite impressive. I probably... Oh, I don't quite know how that one's gone on. Probably. Well, you can like cross over and drive down the correct side of the road, but then you can't really get turned round, and you end up doing that. So, yeah, it's not really within the sporting of it, and it's actually not really that advantageous because you're never going to win a race doing that because you end up losing so much time turning around. You could just be an asshole doing that. There is a flipping blue truck. We've come out of all of that in 18th. We're a long way back. But a lot is going to happen between now and the end of the race. There is a gap to shoot through there. That will work nicely. Javi is leading the way, which, again, nothing is going to last in Guardians of the Motorway for very long. We have snuck through here quite nicely. Again, making the most of... I mean, a lot of this is you just make the most of a gap. When there's a gap, you go for it. You make the most of every opportunity. There's going to be a lot of contacts. It's going to be hectic. Now there is quite a lot of traffic down here. The normal preferred, I say inside line, KHFC, on the most part, made that one work relatively reasonably. The blister didn't know where it was going to go. Thankfully, it stayed relatively straight. We have made the most of the run on the X to the hairpin, and we come out of all of this with the top 10. Honestly, not too bad. I was worried that lamppost was going to flip me, but thankfully it did not. Okay, I think... So one of the things is with this many people, I think the traffic spawn is going to be less. I mean, we're still going to deal with it quite a lot, but it is going to spawn less traffic cars because the game can simply not handle everything that's going on here, which, you know, kind of makes sense at the end of the day. Oh, Blister, where are you going? Hey, Valentine. Oh, Valentine has fallen over. Sorry. Blister caused some issues for me, and that was sort of that. Yeah, the traffic's actually a bit chiller with this many people. I think the game just can't spawn enough stuff in, pretty much. Hello, Chris. Chris is a long way back, having a bad time by the looks of it. Jesus, that FQ2 was going for it. That mule is also going for it. There's going to be a gap there. Oh, I was hoping I could get across in front of that. I wanted to get across in front of the fugitive. Missed it, unfortunately. So there's a big group of cars. Well, there's the leaders there in that group. Big gaggle of cars leading the way. They're not a million miles away, and because they're all bunched up, if they get stuck either at the hairpin or in a crash, it wouldn't take too much for us to catch up. Now, my goal is to work with Valentine, really. If we can work together, that would be very advantageous. If we can slipstream together and, yeah, kind of... Oh, please don't be solid. Yep, it was. I didn't know what that was that we hit. I just knew we had to go there to avoid cars, and it was... I think it was the bottom of the street lamp that had somehow broken off. But yeah, that was less than ideal. Oh, they've got a car blocking where I really wanted to go out there. Oh, Regina, no. Fred's going to try and clear that. Thankfully, there was... Well, there's some space there to get some momentum up. Fred's too far back. to be challenging us into the braking zone. We will let those go. We will get ourselves turned around, and Fred is going to follow us. Now, again, if we can work together with Fred, I'm fine with that plan. I'm happy to leapfrog. I'm not going to be defending positions. I'm not going to be trying to put Fred into oncoming traffic. Our goal here is to try and work together. Gliska and Gibgob are having an argument. I think that's who it is up there. So we can potentially profit from this. Oh, that's a lot of cars. Fred's done quite well at navigating through what is a really big mess. I tell you what, the little bit of lag is not helping. I mean, we're asking GTA to do a lot here. Oh, I didn't know where that mule was going. Gliska's got over the wrong side of the road. That will, I say, draw me into this fight a little bit more. It is busy. It is busy down here. We're up into 7th now. We will... Whoa, hello, Primo. Small man's gone over the edge. Midnight is... We're racing Midnight for 4th, so that is for position here. In fact, well, Gibgob's 3rd. So this is for a third. This is for a top 3. This is for a podium at the moment. The leaders... 2 leaders are gone... Where's the bike come from? I don't even know. Bike's just shot across. You would not want to be around this on a bike. Oh, yeah. Well, me and Fred took a gamble, and we could not get through that gap, which is, you know, it happens. Sometimes you have got to gamble. Is that yellow truck there for position? I don't think so. But oh, Fred wants to go that side. Fair enough. So Javi leads from Childish. Then it is Midnight in 3rd. Who have all 2 have got. So Childish and Javi are in the green and the red. The others here are a lap down. Midnight had actually cleared out the traffic there quite nicely. We had to kind of grab a handbrake to try and get around there, which we have done. Fred is continuing to come. We've worked well with Fred in this race. We have worked very well with Fred to try and climb our way up through the field. Penumbra, no, don't do that. They were trying to avoid traffic, at least. But yeah, if we continue to work together, still got 1 more lap to go. It's not impossible. It's going to be tough. The leaders are quite a long way out in front, but I mean, this race here, track position doesn't mean crazy amount. I mean, it's helpful, but you do never know what's going to happen around the circuits. There are 2 leaders. We can just see them coming around the hairpin now. They've got a little bit of a gap between them. Then it is Midnight in the purple truck. Oh, come on, get stopped, get turned. We can see traffic around. Fred's gone for a wider line. What is the gaps? 10 seconds to the leader, but 10 seconds is nothing on this track if something goes wrong. You're not going to make it up. We're not necessarily going to make up 10 seconds normal driving, but we could make up 10 seconds if there is a crash, and by the looks of it, Childish has got stuck on some traffic slightly. Me and Midnight have picked a bad lane, although we kind of cleared it out. Fred went the other side and it was worse. So one of the things you do see with crashes in here, what we did there is the best way to negotiate that. So Midnight hit traffic, and the best bet to get through is to push. And we could push. We hit with speed. Javi has got stuck. Oh, and we got lagged into by a fugitive, but we've come out of it better. We've come out of it much better than those around us. Fred and Gliska, though, have got through it the best of everybody. So because the leaders hit the roadblocks first, the leaders hit the worst of the traffic first and clear it for everyone else. So yeah, there's a little gap through here for us to aim for. Gliska's going to get alongside, but is on a much tighter line. Won't quite get the run on the exit. It's going to get very close here for the lead. Gliska is going to have a look. Yeah, be careful going down there. There is a... there's a little bit of blocker traffic. The Penumbra is doing all sorts of weird things. Midnight's got some speed, but he's going to get stuck. Will just get across in front. Doesn't get across in front. Midnight cut it too fine trying to get clear there. And that is what happens if it goes wrong and we got laggy card. Oh, we've fallen over and Gliska got screwed. Oh, and we're stuck on the edge. Thank you. Oh, that's so annoying. We were there. We were there in the fight, and yeah, they just jittered. You win some, you lose some. Yeah, the laggy cars can get the better of you, and we're going to end up down in 6th. We're a long way ahead of Gibgob, but yeah, no podium for us, unfortunately. Ah well, we did well to get back into the fight. We had a poor start, and we really did try and get back into the fight, but it looks like it's going to be Javi that takes victory. Childish second. Fred in third. Oh no, Childish has just got the lead. Unless there is a big track blocking accident, which can happen. It was very close. That can be wrong sometimes, so I'll wait to see the finished results before trusting that. Oh, Midnight has gone around. Right at the end, we are going to get past Midnight. And Gliska has got a little bit stuck in there as well. But it won't matter. Gliska will just cross the line in fourth. We will take fifth. Midnight unlucky at the end. Caught in the traffic. So we steal a fifth place. Childish did take victory in the end by a tenth of a second from Javi. Fred would be on the podium. We worked, like a lot of the mid-race, me and Fred worked very well together. We just got unlucky with a bit of a laggy car. Gliska succumbed to the same laggy car as me, but got away from it better. Didn't get stuck on the wall. Yeah, Midnight crashed right at the end. Gibgob in 7th ahead of Dangerman. Valentine would end up 9th ahead of Shadow, rounding out the top 10. Ugh. It is as manic as expected, really. Yeah, the lag makes this one a little bit more difficult. That is something that I didn't necessarily foresee going on, the lag being a bit problematic. Right. Pengy, thank you for the bits. Saying, Lado walks into a bar and gets knocked out by a bump on his head. I mean, that would be true. That would be true. I mean, Lado smacks his head on the roof of the boat. Also true. I've seen the video proof. I mean, Lado is very tall, and I don't know why Lado chose to live on a not very tall thing, but, you know, there's that. Where do we get to? Mikhail, thank you very much for the super chat. Saying, the past, the present, and the future walked into a bar. It was tense. Oh, I want to give that a boo, but that's actually quite good. I do... Oh. No, I don't want to quit that. What have I done? No. Okay. There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, I quite like that one. I quite like that one. So I'm not going to boo that one. Chat can, but I'm not. MT85, thank you very much indeed for the super chat. There wasn't a message with it, but thank you very much for a generous super chat as well. It is very much appreciated indeed. Corey, thank you for the bits. Saying, I've heard that the government is banning the use of round hay bales for use as cattle feed. Apparently cows can't get a square meal from a round bale. Dearie me. You're definitely getting a boo right there. Now, vehicles. Vehicles for this one. What are we going to drive? Now, do we go for monster trucks? Monster trucks is a legitimate... This is going to be very difficult to actually go down. Can't use ramp cars, sadly. Unfortunately, the game doesn't let you use those as a vehicle. I mean, we can do the age-old, the age-old fun of Dunes versus Kalahari's, which is surprisingly entertaining in terms of a game mode. You can put that on, but I don't think it's actually going. I don't think it's going to make any difference. But yeah, unfortunately, we physically cannot drive ramp cars here. There is nothing that we can do. Sadly, I'm not actually sure ramp cars would be particularly good. I don't think it would actually be very exciting because you would be able to just launch vehicles out of the way. It would just become a very dull race because you'd go in a straight line. There'd be some flying cars, but that'd be about it. Yeah, it wouldn't actually be as exciting as you would want. If we could use ramp cars, probably the best way to do it would be have one ramp car going around the circuit the wrong way, driving into the traffic. That would, or driving not racing, but it would go with the flow of the traffic the wrong way for the way we are racing, and that would probably be the most entertaining way to do it. So, yeah, that would would be the entertaining way to do it. Turbo Revolters could be interesting. The Revolters hit cars hard, but they're also not very... They do hit cars hard, but they're not as big as a Guardian. You won't go over stuff. So, yeah. That's... while enters... well, I mean, it'd be probably along similar lines. I think we're gonna go for the old favourite, the Dakar truck, the Dune, as we didn't really get to use it in the petrol station race properly. It didn't work properly. So yeah, for this, you can drive a Dune or you can drive a Kalahari. The Dune is faster and stronger. However, it is much bigger and more likely to fall over. And it is a lot less agile trying to change direction. So it is up to you whether you are to use a Dune or if you are to use a Kalahari. I mean, if a Kalahari wins, I would be surprised and impressed, but it isn't impossible. Corey, thank you for the bits, saying, why did the ghost go to the bar for the booze? You have collected plenty. You will have many ghosts. You will have many ghosts indeed going on right now. You have collected many a booze right there. But yes, for this race, Dune or Kalahari, it is your choice as to what you wish to drive. I think I will drive the Dakar truck. I feel like that is probably... Oh no! Oh no! It's not supposed to be raining. The GTA weather has decided it is going to rain. Well, Lado did want to see a wet race. We have come to one accidentally. This would not be the race I would want to have a wet race on. This feels bad. But we will do what we can. Oh, thankfully the race is dry. Oh, we're a long way back. How many Kalaharis? I spot a monster truck and I spot a Hummer. Monster truck's going to have a terrible time. We are off and underway. There is one Kalahari. One... I don't know if that's a Kalahari. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. Well, that's... I mean, it's unsurprising. Let's be honest here. It is unsurprising, really, that a mayhem has occurred. I mean, the turnaround point of mayhem has occurred, but that's partly because vehicles are going the wrong way down the track. I mean, we have made the corner, but we are stuck out wide. Right, I'm going to have to rebuild the track so you can't go the wrong way down it, because that's just ridiculous. I know some people got fired over it by accident, but yeah, I'm going to have to move. I'm going to have to move the checkpoint so you can't get it from the other side of the road to prevent that. Also, someone's on a bike, which is very much cheating, and if I get near you, I will push you off of it. Because yeah, while the bikes are, you know, you're kind of more likely to get hit by traffic, they're also so much more agile. It's yeah. I mean, there are a few that have not listened to what we said. We're going to clatter into whatever that was, FQ2 or something. We got through it. By the looks of it, Chris is leading the way with a Dakar truck at the moment. There's a big cluster of them down here. We will barrel into the turnaround point. Ewan is in a buggy. No, you're not skating on the track. You're in very much the wrong vehicle. It doesn't matter too much. You know, right or wrong vehicle in this circuit is slightly less significant because, you know, it's such a silly track. However, we are going to, you know, these things are actually pretty quick in a straight line. The Dakar trucks have got a lot of pace, especially against some good slipstream down here. Traffic! Sorry, green truck. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure I don't put them in the divider if I can avoid it. Now, onto the brakes we go. Unfortunately, traffic has, blocked everybody in through there. Shadow has cheated, and I'm going to hold you out over here. Yeah, I'm not letting you back on. I will put you in that. You will have to brake. You will. That's what I thought. If you drive something that you're not supposed to, I won't put another Dakar truck or a Kalahari into the wall. But if you drive something you are not supposed to be, I will have no qualms about putting that into the wall. Right, Vinco has taken a line. I'm not sure it's an ideal line, but it is a line in all of that. We are side by side with Chris. I'm astonished the Dakar trucks are still winning. I guess the big advantage they get is just the sheer momentum behind them is that they can clear stuff out of the way, whereas the other vehicles, while technically faster, struggle to clear. I cannot see any Kalaharis. None of them have done particularly well. We're up to 4th place now, which is not too bad. We will work together with Chris. It's not quite worked how he wanted it to. Chris is going to have to go the other side. Through here. Oh, there was some traffic. Oh dear. We're wheeling. It's fine. We've gathered it all back up again. Javi's to the lead. We've come out of all of this surprisingly well, considering the bumps and shunts we had. Chris is following us. We're going to impart all of our momentum to Smallman here. Now, as we head towards the hairpin, this is going to be a problem. Because we've got to try... Actually, Chris is going to really help me turn here. I've bumped Javi. We've got to wait. Chris did help me get turned. Unfortunately, it did push me a little bit further forward than I thought it was going to. So the bump helped, and then it didn't help. But we figured it all out. We will take the lead of the race away. Mupova came across. We've got away with it. We've got away with it for now. But, yeah, there is... Oh, God, there's a car hidden behind the checkpoint there. I was just getting ready to try and come back to the other side of the road, but car suddenly appeared. Uh-oh. We've got to do the same thing that Vinco tried, and it didn't work for them. It's worked a little bit better for me. But, yeah, nothing Javi could have done. They were, like, tucked in behind us, and when you are going for... when you are at full chat down there, you can't stop for contact like that, since Javi was pretty much pushing me the whole way down that section anyway. Just unfortunate, a little bit of traffic got the better of me. That's fine. It is 4 wide into the hairpin there. Vinco's off the outside wall. Ewan Ewan has been spun by Kliska. Oh dear. The pink truck, I don't know, that's bumpy. It might be bumpy. Had dealt with a slightly laggy traffic truck, I think. We've got good slipstream here. Javi's going to have to bail. Yeah, there's not always the gap you want to go past the traffic. I think Javi might have got a little bit slowed down, trying to avoid that. There is a gap for me at the moment amongst the traffic. Don't mind this. You know, we can duck and we can weave through here. There is Pink Panther with a Kalahari. Vinco just didn't quite get across in time to follow. Now, hairpin time. We will get around here quite nicely. Vinco less nicely, got helped by Valentine. That's unfortunate. Oh, Javi has found a bike and they want to run them over. It'd be very funny if that cost them the lead, but yeah. Kliska's going the wrong way up there. Yeah, the temptation to murder a bike is always there when you have a Dakar truck. Oh, and Kliska has run over the player on a bike. Oh God, buses are spawning. No, that's the last thing we need. We do not need buses starting to spawn. The Packers or whatever it is are bad enough, but yeah, no, but buses are bad. That's not what we need in the spawn set. All right, go. Push. It is double file down here. Oh, small one I expected to go to the inside of the Stania. Did not, but that's okay. Oh, we got a slight... Oh, okay, we get away with it. Chris didn't. We were trying to dodge traffic. We got a slight tag, and it just sent us up the side. Chris, unfortunately, following us, went up the side even more. Oh, we've been caught. We have been caught by a Regina. Vinco was kind of bump drafting us in that one, and yeah, we just got turned, sadly. Oh, there's a lot of traffic in the way. The Dakar truck better at pushing through it than the Ewan would be. If you're in a vagrant or whatever it is, I'm not going to let that pass without a swat and a half when it comes near us. It is definitely like the quicker vehicle and everything, but yeah. Oh, that is a big flight for a truck. We are to the inside here. We will get round. I think that's Valentine going for a reverse in this one. Ewan knows what's going to happen. I mean, it's not a terrible tactic. You will be safe from being spun in all of this. Oh, small man got stuck on traffic and has got stuck on traffic again. Ewan is going to get boxed in. I mean, Ewan is playing a really dangerous game because the second Ewan goes to overtake someone, they know exactly what's going to happen. Oh, the bus has gone small man's way. I have got stuck with a Hyundai Coupe thing, whatever it is. I've forgotten the name of it. There is an explosion behind us. It does look like Xavi has got this one in the bag, barring too much chaos. There's definitely a fair amount. Oh, I think there's police. Someone, I think Gliska has got police. As expected, they aren't particularly a problem in this one. Oh, there was a gap to fit through there, but it didn't really last for very long. We actually ran over a policeman and they did not care one bit. So, yeah, that's a thing. We will now get into the slipstream. Xavi looks like they've got into a little bit of spot of bother up here, but nothing major. I picked up slipstream at the wrong point. That didn't help. Xavi has got victory. There is nothing we can do back here. We are going to... Oh, yeah, good work, Liam. Make sure Shadow cannot get through. I did squeeze Liam a little bit in all of that. Xavi takes victory. Valentine second. We would end up third ahead of Liam. The Dakar trucks did at least get a 1, 2, 3, 4. Cheaty Shadow in fifth ahead of Longbow. Longbow with fastest lap of the race as well. That's a bloody fast lap as well. Fair play. Cheaty Ewan in seventh ahead of Chris. Fred and Woodsy would round out the top 10. That is... I mean... As silly as you would expect. As silly as you would expect. Honestly, I think that could have gone worse, but I think we had less cars spawning. Less traffic cars could spawn when we had that many players. So, yeah, while it was mad, it wasn't actually as awful. I think we had more traffic to deal with when we filmed it, with about 14 or so people, which does kind of help. So, yeah. There we go. Random person incarnate, thank you very much for the bits. Saying, I dare you to do the final race as a GTA race. Well, unfortunately, we are now on to the unknown unknowns. It is time for the unknown unknowns, which we cannot run as GTA races. I mean, yeah, GTA races, unfortunately, they aren't particularly all that entertaining. But yeah, we are on to the unknown unknowns. Now, and there is none of them available. That's very annoying. Blanco, thank you very much for the gifted sub that went to Invinco. A road car salute to you from chat. Gibcop, thank you for the bits. Saying Gliska and Absol smell. I can't say I saw what happened, but I'm inclined to probably agree with you. Sure. I didn't see what happened at all, so I don't know what occurred for you. We were having our own shenanigans at some point. Jaquest, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that one at all. But thank you very much for the subscription. I feel like I'm not, but thank you. It is, I say it's always much appreciated. Hope there's a rollcast salute to you. L. Barnes as well, thank you very much for the resubscription for the 48th month. A big rollcast salute to you. Thank you very much for the continued support for many years at that point. Thank you indeed. Drake, thank you for the bits. Saying I had top 10 and then a Hunter Kalahari pushed me off the track. Yeah, the Kalaharis can be mean. Corey, thank you very much for the super chat, saying, as I get older, I think about all the people I lost along the way. Maybe my career as a prison guard was not the right choice. Oh, I want to give that... I want to give that a boo, but it's also quite good. Yeah. It's also... We've had some very good, terrible, terrible puns, which is, you know, always nice. Always nice. We like good, terrible, terrible puns. Right. I can hear cats rummaging. I don't know what they're up to. Can't see. Can just hear. I can hear them up to no good, but I can't see what they're doing up to no good to tell you what it is. They're just doing shenanigans. I mean, that is par for the course, really, with my cats. They do... Oh, no, they're in the litter tray. That's what they're doing. Okay, that's why I can hear bizarre rummaging around. Yeah, they're in the litter tray. Right, do that. And then do that. It is time to test our luck. It is time to test our lucky dip luck. What will we end up driving here today? Drake, thank you for the bits. I say also, big question. Who will get their winky out? That is always the question. When it comes to the lucky dip racing, the unknown unknowns, the randomal, whatever you want to call it, the big question is, whose winky will come out first? As did not last time. Actually, it's been a little while since the winky has come out during a race. Chaser says that cats zoomy and poo. No, it's normally the other way around. Normally, they poo and then they have the zoomy straight after. At least it is with my cats, especially Eve. She is notorious for having a poo and then running around like a lunatic immediately afterwards. I feel like it's cat weight reduction. You know, they shed some weight, and then the first thing they want to do is go for a run. Hendog, thank you very much for the bits, saying, what store do you go to when you need a new wool? Well, Walmart, of course. Doesn't work as well in England. I'm still going to give you a boo. And you are very much deserving of a boo right there. Yeah, a boo to you. From me and from chat. Drake, thank you for the bit, saying, Ewan is here. Give him duck feet pics. I don't think... Ewan just likes normal feet. I mean, it's not that weird. For Ewan, anyway. Welcome back, Ewan. I say, how was touring car? I'm going to guess, you know, it was a nice Scottish day today for some touring cars. I seem to remember the one time I went to Knockhill. I have been to Knockhill. Possibly my favourite racetrack I've ever been to. It's wonderful. And it was a partially sunny day, and I thought that was lucky. Like, we only got rained on twice, I think, during that, which is unlike Scotland. But yeah, it was a nice Scottish day for some touring cars this afternoon. Right. I think we are ready to go for some... some random racing. Who knows what we are going to end up driving here. I have had some truly incredible luck the last couple of weeks. I'm not sure it's going to continue to hold. We've had some terrible luck. We've had some brilliant luck. What will we be able to do this time around? Who knows? Fingers crossed. It's the planes and the boats that, well, the cars matter as well if you get a tractor. We will, pray for some good vehicles. Pray for the long fin. That's what we want. Long fin and jets. Valentine, thank you for the bits. So I stayed up all night wondering where the sun had gone. Then it dawned on me. Definitely getting a boo there. Ah! We got one of my cars! I start with one of my... Actually, no, you could start in a personal vehicle. I guess it makes sense. Armoured Paragon for me. Thank you very much. That will do nicely. Nothing too terrible to start with by the looks of it. Oh, small man made us do a wheelie. Yeah, I mean, there's a few less good vehicles, but there's nothing complete garbage at the moment. It looks like we are going to be amongst the front cars as we go for the first changeover. Not a good vehicle to change into, but it's not useless either. Oh god. Bye, Midnight. Midnight has got stuck. The Vulcan bomber did not work. Oh god, a lot of understeer, This doesn't drive, it doesn't handle very well. Turns out a buggy with a bunch of sci-fi garbage stuck on it doesn't handle very good. Although, again, better than a Vulcan bomber that doesn't really fit through the plane gates. So far, nothing awful has appeared in front of us. My boat is bad for this bit, but it's not a yacht, so I'm never going to complain about it. The Sun Trap is probably the second slowest of the boats. The dinghy is surprisingly quick in all of this. The dinghy is not a long fin, but it is actually pretty rapid. One of the long fins has just wandered wide. That's frustrating when you do that. The long fin's very fast, but of course it does. It is not always the easiest to drive. Major Copyright is having a major problem. Has got away with it because they became a helicopter. There is a big gaggle of helicopters here in the middle. Got to be a little bit careful through all of this. Adam is going to fit through the gap in all of that one. Right. I mean, the stunt plane and the Cessna and so on aren't particularly fast. Like this helicopter, I don't want a helicopter, I want a fighter jet, but the helicopter wasn't too bad for this. We almost landed on top of a plane. Pros has got a scramjet. Difficult to use down this section. And we've got weaponized Ingus, which works very nicely for us. Oh, and the Pharaoh. We have called it. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. Better than a lot of the vehicles in front of us. I spy a garbage truck, which we will be, considerably quicker than. We will sneak past the semi-truck. Now, the thing we don't want to do here, shouldn't do it on our own, is to overshoot this checkpoint. I do spot a sailing boat, and we have become a dinghy. Oh, jumped a little bit more than I would have wanted. Would have wanted that to sort of settle much better on the water than it did. The sailing boat... Oh, Suntrap again. Oh, Fred's even more unlucky, because Fred got spawned as a yacht, but also spawned the wrong way, so couldn't even carry... momentum at that point. Yeah, okay. This is a little bit of a crap. We haven't had good boats, but we haven't had complete useless ones yet. Whoa. Okay, wasn't quite ready for that. It's fine. We have got a jet this time. You know what? I'd take the Sun Trap and a jet over the long fin, I think. Because yeah, especially this jet. This is fast, Pyro. That will promote us up into second place. And we become the Tahoma, which is my Tahoma, actually. I believe. I didn't want to go try and overtake. Oh, Pros has become an aircraft. Sure, that's fine. I just realised we're Ewan colour. This is wrong. This feels wrong, doesn't it? It doesn't seem right. It's not very FailRace, is it? God dear. Pros has done a good job of getting the plane through these checkpoints. I mean, it's doable with the smaller planes. And yeah, they've done a good job. Into the boat section we go. Jet ski. I like that. This is the one that we're worried about, of course. Come on. Okay, Toro. Nothing special. It's not quick, but it's better than a Sun Trap, and it's not a sailboat. That's what we like. Amy, stop trying to bring us bad luck. Come on now. Oh, okay, the leader's become a helicopter. If I can become a jet again, that would be brilliant. Nah, I've become a helicopter as well. Liam has become a better... Well, Liam, I think, may have had a better boat and just carried more momentum up here. Maybe a slightly faster helicopter. The top three are helicopters. However, someone's in the Howard or a Rogue or something. I'm not sure what plane that is. Ewan is going to promote themselves to the lead. Ewan gets the lead of the race. Pushing with buttons. We are racing you for position in this one. That F-35 was rapid. We have become a Hummer limo. Wonderful. Jacques is behind us. Not quite going to have a look for a way past on the ramp. Uh-oh. That's a problem. That's a big problem. Can we go underneath it? Cora has broken things. We have got through. We've got through, but have lost a wheel. Yeah. Can I get to this checkpoint? How have I lost a wheel? I didn't even know you could lose a wheel in there. I'm going to have to reset because I will never be able to make the jump. I didn't even know you could lose a wheel. Whoa! Game! Oh, come on now. I mean, I just wasn't expecting that. That's unfair. And that's also unfair because that will also not make the jump. Oh, come on. Game! I think this will at least make the jump out of here. That's ridiculous. So, yeah. Lovely. That's what we need. I don't know why Cora didn't just reset at that point, because you kind of screwed a bunch of people over. Speed is nice. At least that's something good that can come out of it. Yeah, that was very disappointing. That was a bit ridiculous from the game, to be honest. I think Cora, I don't know, Cora's AFK or something. Whatever. Yeah, that is quite ridiculous, to be honest. I would have happily had the plane. I would have happily taken the plane, but the game resets you so fast that there's nothing you can do about that one. So, yeah. Oh well. There is an airlift helicopter stuck, which I'm going to try and go past. I don't know who I'm... That was... Small Man was for position. We're basically going to need an insane final couple of laps if we're going to get anywhere. Now, bad luck can happen to others. Bad luck can and did happen to me. But yeah, we will hope for some good vehicles. I mean, if we could get a jet on this section, that would be good. It is not. We have got just a Rebel, which is not helpful. I wondered for a second if it was going to be my Rebel, but it was not going to be. Not going to be my one there. We are going to get ourselves... We're up into 10th, so I think a few vehicles have had issues on this section or whatever. We will leap down. I see a couple of sailboats. That's the one that's just appeared below us. Don't mind. I am not racing for position anyway. So I'm not sure who I am racing for position against. It really wants me to drive a Sun Trap today. That is just all it's wanted me to go on the water is with a Sun Trap. Come on. There's nothing I can do. I hope it gives me a good plane after this. Oh, Savage. It's not the worst, I don't think. It's not exactly great, but it could be worse. Fred, with one of the big jets, is going to really struggle. Oh. Yeah, that thing's so big. I did hear the whine of something. Oh, Adam's fallen over with it. I was going to say, I heard the whine of the Avenger going on behind us. I didn't see it. It must be in a different sort of angle. We have a Patriot for this part. Gliska has got to the lead. Liam and Gliska are battling away at the front. I mean, look, even with a perfect lap, we're not catching, barring miracles. The Saddler is our next vehicle. We had a good start. We had a good start for this race. Unfortunately, yeah, it kind of fell apart. Our vehicle luck probably wouldn't have been enough to win anyway. It's not been bad, but it's probably not been strong enough, I think it would say. We've had too many Sun Traps and too many helicopters. We would have had a strong finish. The lack of sailboats would help me. We're probably going to get one now. Now it's a dinghy. Yeah, the lack of sailboats would help me. Oh, there's been a... Longbow has... Oh, no! I was too busy laughing at Longbow flipping someone, and in celebration, we actually launched ourselves off whatever the boat it was that was flipped. It actually launched us in like wide of the corner. I don't know who it was who got rolled by Longbow. Milljet, maybe not what I want to finish, but at least it is a jet. It should pick up speed once we can get going. It might be fast enough here. Uh-oh, won't be fast enough now. Oh, we're still alive. We're still going. Somehow, we've got away with this one where we probably shouldn't have done. We might be able to sneak past Adam here for 9th, and we steal it. On the line. Bloody hell. Definitely stole that one. I'm not sure who was in the helicopter. It may have been the small man that I tangled with. That it's very difficult when you're in a milljet. You kind of you can't really go very far. You haven't really got a huge amount of options. So yeah, that was unfortunate. That was unfortunate indeed. Blisker took victory, pushing buttons in 2nd, ahead of Liam. Childish would end up 4th, ahead of Ewan. Pros 6th, ahead of Chris. Gimgob, me, and Adam rounding out the top 10. So there we go. Yeah, ignore the leaderboards are all broken. The leaderboards are all completely broken. So, well, the best lap is your total time, and that's it, really. The best way to sum it up. To Bobcat, thank you very much for the gifted sub. A rolled car salute to you from chat. Cora, thank you a bit. Very sorry, I've gotten in the way. I don't know what happened. You got stuck and it caused many problems and many explosions in that one. I am surprised. I mean, like, I know wheels can come off stuff. I am just surprised they can come off in transform races. I didn't think the damage was going to allow it in something like that. So we did witness something I've not seen outside of survival races. And that is the ability for wheels to come off of vehicles. So, yeah, I think that is the first time. Certainly the first time I've seen it, either on mine or any vehicles around me. I can't tell you if anybody else has lost a wheel along the way. It's possible. But it's very rare you'd ever get a scenario where you would. Unless somebody was in a Chernobog and drove over a car. There's very few scenarios. I don't even know how I lost a wheel, because I think maybe it was the plane came down and crushed the back of the car. That would probably be the most likely thing that broke it. Because explosion damage won't take the wheel off. So the only thing I can think of is crush damage would be the plane. Sort of, yeah, coming crashing down onto it. Probably. I don't know. Cora, I think, is a bit saying I did get the big plane through the first hole. Yeah, I mean, you got it further down there, and then it got stuck. The Vulcan Bomber is not what you want on that section. I mean, the Vulcan Bomber you don't want. You get away with it maybe on this. I don't know if I've ever seen it. I've never had it on this circuit. You might get away with it on this track. Still be a bit of a faff getting it through the circles. But you might be able to do it. Possibly. But yeah, we haven't. I've not flown it. I don't think I've seen it, although I might have seen it and not noticed, kind of thing. It's possible. I don't always pay full attention to everything. It's also very easy to get caught up in your own race. You know. Now, this track, don't have to worry about boats. I didn't get a sailboat, at least. I just got a sun trap a lot, but yeah, no sailboats for me. Won't have to worry about sailboats here. Will be worrying about microlights and blimps. And that little rocket plane thing that's very fast but very twitchy. What are we going to start with, anyway? Man, it's not a great start. It's not a terrible one. We just have a rusty rebel. Is there anything worse that I spy? No, I think we have one of the worst vehicles here. I spot a clown van. Yeah, we actually do have one of the worst vehicles here. Now there's a surfer. That's probably a little slower. There's a few custom vehicles around the place. Of course, there's always going to be a mix of them. There are no blimps at the start. I've just seen a lot of big trucks go up here, and I'm going to apparently join them. The Armoured Boxville, one of the smaller vehicles that has gone this way, but one of the more unhappy ones. Well, that's not good. Yeah, we caught the plough on the front, on the landing, and it flicked it over. Hey, Dagon, are you here to support us? It's going to be difficult to recover from here. Well, I say not impossible. If we get very good vehicles, like my Reinhardt here, for example, if we get good vehicles, more importantly, if we get good aircraft. Oh, Adam has exploded. If we get fighter jets, if we get the good planes, that's not what we need. The Duster. Yeah, the game's decided. Oh, nothing good will come my way. I mean, it's better than a microlight, and that's it, really. We need to get the Rogues, the Howards, and all of those kind of things. We're up to 20th, which I guess could be worse. We are up to a 20th position. Now, get to being a vehicle. Wow, this has been a terrible first lap. Holy crap, this has been one of the worst first laps I think I've had in terms of vehicles. The only good thing we had was a Reinhardt that was mine. That was it. That was it for vehicles, for good vehicles. Christ. Okay, we have got a bike. It's not a very good bike, but I guess it's better than nothing. We're 18th. I mean, the only thing that we can... Wow, van now. I mean, it is the custom one. It's not that. It's better than that, at least. The dump will get to change. That is Gliska going for a change. Now we've got a Alpine. I'll take that. That's good. We're up to 17th now. There is a flatbed truck. That's Chris ahead of us. Okay, come on. F-35. F-35. Or the Howard, or the Rogue, or the Nakata, or whatever it is. Oh. Like, at that point, it's just I am done kind of a thing. It's not even giving me a good plane anyway. It's just... I would have probably almost been just as good carrying on at that point. Because this thing's not that much faster. Bloody hell. Like, this has been the worst selection of vehicles I've ever seen. This has been the absolute worst selection of vehicles I've ever got in one of these so far. Like, it really couldn't have been much worse at this point. Oh god, Ewan's going very slowly mid-corner there. Right. I mean, we're up to 16th. The Insurgent and the right... The personal vehicles have literally been the only thing good that I have been allowed to drive. This is ridiculous. This is actually ridiculous at this point. I just genuinely don't think it could give me worse if it tried. We got a Brawler now, which is something. Yeah. That is honestly, that is staggering how bad this race has been. And that's how it goes. You know, that is these random races. They can be like that sometimes. Thankfully, the good news is at least the personal vehicles have been decent ones. That's literally the only positive. Oh, Pros has got a drift car. That's not what you need. My Rebler is decently fast. There we go. We've got the Howard. We've finally got a good vehicle. It's taken us towards the halfway mark of the race to actually get a good vehicle. I mean, I'd prefer the Rogue, but this thing is still pretty damn good. So, yeah. That is... And it's taken me half the race to get something even vaguely competent during this one. Hey! We've got a wing! We've got a mighty winged phoenix. How am I 13th? I've had such awful vehicles. How am I 13th or 14th or whichever position? How am I this far up? How are other people having a worse time? I mean, I have seen a couple of dump trucks, I guess. But still. Good lord. What the hell am I driving now? I don't even remember this thing being in the game. Random Jeep. Sure. Apocalypse car. It's not too bad. Mad Max Interceptor. I think in Gliska might have had a terrible... Actually, is it Gliska? It's Gliska's colour, but I don't actually know if it is Gliska or not, because, you know, the colours don't matter anymore. Anyway, Jester race car. This lap, much better. It is much more like it. This is what we want. Top 10 might even be on the cards if we can get a couple of more good planes going on. Oh, never mind. every moment of hope is immediately jashed by a garbage, rusty vehicle. The Duster, it's not as bad as it could be, but, you know, if we wanted to get that top 10, we're going to need better than a Duster. Although we have gained a position somehow, which makes me think somebody's crashed. Right. Here we go. Gibgob to the lead of the race. Our own Messer has turned. We've had a lot of personal vehicles turn up in this one. It's not Gliska that was stopped, because we've just gone past them, and I believe that was for position. Now, if we can stay in the slipstream of Shadow here, the Messer will probably be relatively quick. Oh, there we go. Right. Ooh, Nero Custom. I like it. I like it. That's a good car for this section. And that's also a good car for the next section. Massacro race car. We're chasing down Longbow at the moment. And that is for 10th, pretty much. In fact, Adam's not too far away ahead in 8th, really. Rizoni is going to be pretty rapid here. Longbow with a big slide through there. Christ. Longbow may be in a drift car. Not sure. I've got a massive oversteer for reasons I don't know. Here we go, towards the plane. It's a Cuban. Childish is in a Duster, though, which is for position. Valentine is also for position. Valentine going for a different way to take this section with a jet, but it works. So, you know, if it works, it works. Don't criticise. One more lap to go. We're into 9th, apparently. Don't know where major copyright is. We are racing them. Longbow's coming past with a Warthog. So this is the battle for the lower positions in the top 10. Oh, and an SM72 is not bad. Pushy McButtons is not in our race. They are a lap down. From second in the previous one to, a lap down is the way it goes sometimes. Childish, we are racing for position against that truck. McLaren will... Oh, what is it? McLaren SLR thing. Will... Well, I think that's the Sterling Moss one, isn't it, really? Barrett's not great, but we don't need to drive it for very long. Glendale Custom, also not great, but good enough. This is kind of a, you know what, I'll just accept it as good enough. If we can get something better for this section, I'll be very happy. Baller ST, my own personal Baller ST. Oh, Chimera is having a bad day. Not, is for position. Is for position on that one. That puts us up to 8th and then 6th as we go past Longbow, who ran wide. I think Longbow crashed. Come on, good plane. It's not a good plane. Somehow up to 4th in all of this. That cannot be right. The Mogul here, I don't think it's going to be quicker than the Jet, but we did get a much better changeover. I tell you what, if we'd had a Rogue or a Nakata or, you know, one of the really fast planes here, we could have really done some damage at the end of this race. Gliska's going to come soaring past with a laser. Shadow, I guess we're racing for position as well. Pushy has exploded. We're going to finish with a Sentinel Classic. How are we 5th in this race? I mean, I don't know whether we can pass any of the cars ahead. We get a big kick of oversteer up there. We will get some big slipstream. We get 4th. How did we get 4th? How did that happen? We literally had the most unbelievably... We almost got 3rd as well, because Gibgob was 3rd. If we'd had a slightly better plane, we could have got 2nd. Like, legitimately, if we had a better plane, we could have had 2nd in that quite easily. Ewan took victory. We're never catching Ewan. even with a good plane. Gliska was second. That laser, I don't know what their final vehicle was, didn't see it. Gibgob ended up third. Somehow we got to fourth ahead of Shadow. Valentine sixth. Childish seventh. Unfortunate at the end for Childish. Likewise for Chimera. Unlucky there. Got stuck with the dock handler at the very end. Adam would end up rounding out the top 10 just ahead of Liam. That was super, super lucky at the end. I mean, we'd never really had... We had one good plane. And the rest were very mediocre. The rest, none of it was particularly special in that. I mean, as we came towards the end of that race, it was looking like a top 10 was maybe just about achievable, and I would have been very happy with that after the terrible start we had, and just somehow we ended up fourth at the end. Gib got with a bit second, air tug on the final lap, that's what screwed them. I mean, they still end up third. That shows actually how much unlucky everybody was in that one. But yeah, it's madness. Absolute madness. Right there. Bloody hell. Drake thinks bits as well. I say, Alex, what's worse than getting a tractor on the final lap? How about the blimp on the lap before? Yeah, that'll do it. That will absolutely do it. I think the thing with my race in there is, I say we had awful vehicles, and we really did. We didn't have the completely useless ones. I mean, we did have a tank at one point. The Boxville fell over straight away. You know, we had bad vehicles. We had we had the Duster multiple times. But what helped me is that we didn't have a blimp. We didn't have a lawnmower, I guess, which is sort of what saved us during that. Is our worst vehicles. Our worst vehicle was probably the tank, but we didn't have to have it for too long. We didn't have a dock handler, yeah, for example. The bits where we got the worst vehicles we could kind of get away with, I think. Which, yeah, made it slightly better for me, shall we say. But yeah, I mean, look, that's the thing with unknown unknowns, you never know what's going to happen. And the thing is, like that, as I said, that race was going terrible, and I thought we were done and dusted, and we ended up fourth. It's why you never give up, because you never know with these. You absolutely never know. Longbow was unlucky. Got a lot of understeer. It's a really easy corner to get in trouble on. To be fair, we did sort of see Longbow end up out wide and clonk to the wall, which is unlucky at the death there. This one, well, we're not going to have planes to deal with. You can't get screwed by terrible aeroplane selection. You can still get screwed by a lawnmower. It's generally not as bad here. The changeovers are relatively quick. There's a couple of places you wouldn't want a lawnmower, but yeah, generally, you're generally a little bit less likely to get completely screwed over. But you still can be, of course. You can still get a dump truck, you can still get a bulldozer, you can still get tractors and lawnmowers and all of that stuff. Winkies certainly can appear here. Winkies sometimes come out on this one. They're most likely to come out on this one because it's all vehicles. You are definitely more likely to see Winkies during this one. Who knows what's going to happen? We might start with the Winky out. We might not. We might have a more sensible start. We might have a scramjet at the start. A scramjet would be nice. Actually, probably would want scramjet more towards the end of the race. Don't want it at the start because it'd be wasted a little bit. That's a nice starting vehicle. I'll take it. And I think I'm in the right colour for once as well. We have got T20, because I don't think I have one of these. I don't think this is my own personal one. Oh, someone's got a ramp car. It's a Formula 1 car starting behind me. We are off and underway. The Formula 1 car is not really going to have anywhere to utilise its speed. The ramp vehicle, funnily enough, can just go through everything. One of the perks of a ramp car, naturally. It's gone very far on I think the ramp car might have gone too far. And yeah, that has got screwed. We have got an armoured Boxville. Why does it want to give me this? I don't want an armoured Boxville, it's terrible. I mean, the plus point is it does have a ramp on the front. Ooh, we got our tailgater. Okay. I mean, this is a pretty good car. Cannot complain about that. And then we have gone into a Ruiner. We've got the Knight Rider car. I mean, no crazy special abilities with the Knight Rider car, but it's quick enough that I can't really complain about it. Oh, rocket bike. That is nice. Bumpy has gone into the wall. We can utilise the rocket boost. Only really... Oh! Okay, I've gone rocket bike to rocket bike. I didn't even know that was possible. That's awesome. I will take it. My Rebler has come out again. We've had a lot of personal vehicles already in the first lap, and a rocket bike, that's quite... There goes my luck from the previous race. It was storing up for this. Hey, Bumpy, I think you've overshot the checkpoint, yep. Bumpy in the slipstream with a race car. Went a little bit too far on the jump. Now, Hearst is not immensely quick. Rat Loader will also not be immensely quick. But they're not the worst. They're not the worst. It's not the Ripsaw. It's not a tank. I'll be content with it for now. We're back to Knight Rider again. Sure, why not? No cross-traffic really here to deal with. We will now become a monster truck. That's a little bit more... this is the section where I don't really want a monster truck. It's a heavy acceleration zone. Not really the place for a monster truck, especially not when we've got a race car behind us. That's a little bit better. I mean, I'm not too disappointed with the Jester Classic. Gliska is going to get to the lead of the race with the Comet Safari, but that's, you know, seems to be expected a little bit. We've got front flip for the truck. Oh, well, Gliska has become a cement mixer. I have become a ramp truck. Gliska is very lucky we're still in ghost mode, because otherwise we could have very much flipped them off the track. 10F with the wide body kit is good. Gliska, don't know what they're in. Gliska currently our main rival, but I can't see what they're driving. Ramp buggy, that'll do very nicely for me. A little bit of security. Not that we're really running into traffic, because we're out here on our own at the moment. And then there's ghost mode for stuff we would run into. Toreo, solid enough car. Nothing special again, but it's a good car, this one. Gliska gone the other way, I think, around the loop. We're into a bike. It's not amazing, but it's... we're able to hit the boost pads down there. That'll work. Oh, okay, we've got another bike, this time the Electro, which is fast enough for things we need. Oh, this might be a bit bad. Okay, no, we survived the landing. Tyrant is very nice. Okay, I will definitely be happy with that. We can be pretty much flat through that corner. Lovely stuff, and it's another rocket bike for the third time. We get the Mark 1 Oppressor. Bloody hell. Okay, well, he's a Phantom, but, you know, we were just driving the Oppressor. We've boosted away with a rocket bike here. My Deluxo, no boosts, of course, in this one, but it's not modified either, but, you know, I'll take it. What is the gap back? 8 seconds to Gliska. There's a big gap for this race. We have been incredibly lucky. The electric Buffalo thing. I'm not going to go chasing all the boost pads. No reason to risk it there. Or track is fast. First for the whole lap. I mean, funnily enough, we are having a godsend of vehicle selection. Yep, we are. Batmobile. Another rocket vehicle in this one. Sadly, not quite the section I would have wanted a rocket vehicle in, but that's being very unnecessarily picky. Retinue is solid in terms of car selection. My biggest danger is actually running into oncoming cars here. That is actually one of the bigger problems I have, which is why I'm trying to get across and out of the way, really. We've got such a lead, I'm not worrying about maximising my time on the boost pads. I'm more worried about just making sure we get through safely. We are 14 seconds down the road here. 10F again. I mean, not the wide body this time, but I'm not going to complain. At a 10F here, we have got... How long have we got to go? It's another Batmobile! Don't want to actually fire the rocket just yet. I'll wait until we are here and fire it when we get into the air. Oh, we overshot a little bit. That is the downside. Maserati for the next section. Yeah, that's always really difficult to pull that one off. Oh, we got the 10F back again. That's cool. We are still 14 seconds ahead of pros at the moment. What are we going to become? It is our own personal Asbo. I dove across there. That was to try and get out of the way of cars because I don't want to hit stuff that I'm lapping at the moment. Like there's no need to get involved in that. My Paragon, my non-armoured Paragon in this one. What is the gap? 11 seconds. Pros has had a better lap. I've had a bit of a scruffy one, to be fair. We're behind a bus. I don't want to have an argument with that bus, so I'm sort of happy to sit behind it for the moment, let it sort itself out, while I didn't chase the final boost pad. Kamasho, nothing special across here, but quite good. I'm waiting for the lawnmower that's going to screw us at the end. Sasquatch isn't great. Don't really want this. It's not terrible. It's not the worst place to get it either if we're going to have it. Into the boost pads we go. Furnace Classic. We've not in our 12 seconds. We've pulled the gap a little bit on pros in second. Omnis, the good old EGT, is back. We can boost pad our way down here. Vehicles now will be appearing in ghost mode, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Impaler LX for the penultimate changeover. No sign of any Winkies at the moment. What are we going to get for our final vehicle? Please be a rocket car. It's a free crawler. It's nothing special, but it's nothing garbage either. We will head through the boost pads. It is a victory. It is, yeah, all the luck we lost in the previous ones was given to us that time. That was ridiculous. Honestly, we got 2 or 3 Batmobiles, 3 rocket bikes, no bad vehicles. I mean, the worst thing we drove was a Sasquatch, maybe the rat truck. That's about it. Like, at that point, that is about it. I can't think of anything worse, really, in that one than we had. And, yeah, that's some of the races I thought we've had, I've had very good luck in, but that's a whole nother level of luck right there. That's crazy. That is actually ridiculous in terms of vehicle selection. Yeah, 2 Batmobiles and 3 rocket bikes, and like that's one thing, but it's not just that. It's the fact that I had no weak cars. The fact that the worst thing I had was a rat truck throughout that, and the fact that there was only really like 2-3 vehicles I'd consider bad the whole way through. Yeah, that was quite something. That was quite something indeed. Gibgot got a faster lap than me, mind you, which is quite impressive considering I had a lap with 2 rocket bikes in it. But yeah, that was quite ridiculous. Little Goff, thank you very much for the bits. Saying I haven't seen this much rigging since I went to HMS Victory. I wish I could. I wish I could rig the game this well. There were sadly no Winkies, or none that I saw. Someone probably was driving one, but we didn't see any Winkies today. Give God thank you for the bits. Saying someone check Alex's game files. Yeah, there's definitely... We have nothing to hide here. The vehicles will pass tech inspection. We're not going to be 1.5 kilos too light, or whatever it was. I can't remember. That was... Honestly, that was the most insane luck you could have on that track. That is crazy. Yeah. Wow. And there we go. That is in essence the unknowns. We had terrible luck in the first one. We had what felt like garbage luck in the second one, and in the second half it really ramped up, and then yeah, that final race is the luckiest I've ever been in one of those by an absolute mile. But there we go. There we go. That is going to be... That's going to be it for this evening. I hope you have all enjoyed some GTA 5. It has been fast and frantic and crazy and a bit silly racing at times. There's been some very good races. There's been some very wacky races. There's been some races that have not gone to plan. But that about sums up GTA for you. Of course, thank you all very much for watching, for spending your Sunday evening, afternoon or Monday morning with us here. A very big thank you to those who donated, those who subscribed. It is always very much appreciated. The terrible puns along the way were very much entertaining, as were the Lado facts. So yeah, thank you very much all for that. I will be back next week with some more streams. Wednesday we will be on our adventuring guilds, continuing those. Not entirely sure what we will have throughout the rest of the week. There'll be GTA on the weekend. There'll be some other bits and pieces throughout the week. I'm not sure exactly as of yet, but yeah, that is going to be it. Yeah, from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.